tired of seeing our women act like whores instead of goddesses. I'm tired of black men acting like niggas instead of gods. I'm tired of our men like Beta trying to debate with the woman. It's my show. It's not happy wife, happy life. Happy man is God's plan. You the head. You the head. You the head. I'm the head. Masculinity is not advocation, it's application. I'm applying who I am to my life, and whoever is attracted to that, that is who I choose for a partner. I'm not here trying to convince you of who I am. I'm not gonna argue. I'm gonna let you go. I'm not gonna, yo, you gotta listen to me and you gotta, I'm letting you the doors that way. Fuck out of here. Bye. Ain't no U-turns neither. You don't ask a woman to be submissive. You just vibrate in a way that's gonna attract the submission. And for the sisters out there who don't understand the power and femininity, cool, good luck on trying to be a nigga. Because you'll never have a dick no matter how much you try. Black women, you cannot be a man. You're not a man. You want to hide something from a black woman? Give her $1. You want to hide something from a black woman? Give her a job. Give her a job. When you listen to these black women, what's the first thing they say? I don't need you. Well, break down lack of needing me. Women lead with emotion. We move off based upon what we know as men. This is why women can't lead. They move based upon how they feel. We move based upon what we know. That's the difference between the man and the woman. And those emotions are important for her to have. And our detachment for those emotions in order to make a decisive, rational decision is needed for us to have. And together, that is the perfect balance.
Welcome to class, guys. Salute, salute. Come on into the righteous fair. Remember, we don't cater to any groups, gangs, communities, religions, feelings, or your emotions. We're going to cater to the truth. We're going to cater to common sense. And we're not going to complicate it. So we got a damn good show prepared for you guys live, guys. Today, I got a good-ass show. Because a lot of us, we need to know the difference, man. And guys, you see the title. How is real men seeing modern women nowadays, guys? So I'm going to be giving you a lesson from a real man's point of view. You know what I mean, guys? So want to get started by saying we know that it's not just black women, guys. It's not just black women. I'm just a black man, and I care so much about my black women. I use them as the mold and the model. But first off, whatever preference of woman you like, right? Understand that this pertains to that person too. Every race of woman, black women, Latina women, Asian women, every race, right? Every nationality splits into two. I need you to understand that there are two types of women in each and every nationality. And I need y'all to understand that, right? Keep in mind, a lot of things you hear today is going to sound so triggering to you because ain't nobody ever told you the truth in your life. So a lot of the things that we go over today, you ain't never heard of it. So don't sit there and fight with me, bro. Go figure out if I'm telling the truth. Just because you never heard it, kicked like that way or spun the way I'm going to spin it, don't mean that I'm wrong and you're right. Don't come in here with your know-it-all helmet on, right, guys? We understand.
Not just my delivery, it hurts your feelings to know that all this time you thought your mother or your father had it figured out and they did not. They raised you in a way that has you conditioned to believe that your habit and the things that you have your mind set on are not going to put you in a position of forward progress. A lot of y'all and I'm speaking like this without cursing because a lot of y'all inboxed me earlier and, it really touched you in a, good way. Y'all was letting me know, the video earlier really touched you in a good way when I really started speaking on how our children get of age like we do. Some point in their life, they get to a certain age where they realize you didn't teach me anything of value. You only bought me stuff. You only purchased me material stuff and spent time with me, but the time wasn't even valuable because you didn't leave me with any nuggets to make it out here. So we watch our children repeat the same generational curses that we've repeated for decades. And a lot of y'all is sad because instead of confronting that, you deflect. You come on my page and you don't understand the responsibility of the content that you're listening to. You don't understand the weight of what this carries.
Absolutely. All right, so the average person in our space, in this YouTube red pill space, they'll say that they red pill, you know what I mean? They'll say that they know You even have some biblical folks swear up and down that they know how to discern this spirit of evil, right? Again, keep in mind, there's two types of women. We know, and I classic, this is why I categorize it the way I categorize it to so that you won't complicate common sense, all right? We do know that we have Adam and we have Eve, right? All y'all focused on is that. Or the majority of men in this space focused and been taught about this Adam and Eve thing. Don't nobody ever mentions Lilith. Now, follow me now, guys. When I just told you guys, every nationality of women has two types of woman, guys. We have a Proverb 1 and Proverb 31 woman, which is going to be your Eve. And that same nationality, all right? Follow me now. I didn't even confuse y'all in the title. I ain't put black woman there in the title. But this is how we are seeing the women in our community, the women we like. Each woman, right? Each nationality of women have two women. They have the Proverb 31 woman. That's what we're going to call the real sister, the real woman, the real white girl, the real Asian, the real. And then they have the Proverb 7 spirited woman in that same nationality. Do you get that? You get that? So you take the black woman, right? If you're a dude that you like black women, right? You take the sister and understand within the sisterhood, within the black community, when you run across a female, she either gonna be Proverbs 7 or Proverbs 31, all right? They not all Eve. They not all Eve, all right? So we can stop it. Oh, Eve ate the apple. Eve ate the apple. This is going to be what separates Eve and Lilith is the mindset, guys. It's the mindset. But don't sleep, because we're going to go over today some good traits that you're going to find in good women, some good traits you're going to find in the bad ones. Then we're going to talk about the bad traits that you're going to find in the woman. And you're going, so we're going to really break it down today. But I need you to get this concept. I need you to understand that in all nationalities of women, guys, there are two types of that woman. Proverb 31, which is your Eve. Yes, that's your Eve. I will explain it to you. I will explain why you want to pick the Eve, bro. Y'all niggas be wanting robots. You know what I mean? Y'all want robots. You're not going to get a robot. These women are not robots, all right? They're not. But you want to pick the Eve. You want to stay away from the Lilith, right? Because y'all done got into a habit now where y'all done beat Liv up, y'all beat Eve up for the stuff Lilith taught her, and then you run and go find Lilith. You beat Eve up. Somebody asked a question earlier, right? Somebody asked me a question. They said, why do men like women who wear their hair and makeup like trans gentlemen, right? This is what we talking about. So that's a great question. That's a great question. Those are the men that do not realize the woman they like is Lilith. They running after Lilith, not Eve. And we're going to talk about it today, guys. You know what I mean? And we also going to come to the conclusion that because of what we come to the conclusion today is black women are holding back the black community. And you're going to see why I say that. You're going to see exactly why I say that. But remember, guys, you have black women within the black community. You have black women, and then you have hood rats. If you like white girls, you have white women, and then you have trailer park trash. You know what I mean? So you, now with that form template, you follow along, guys, all right? So you ask me, what is the spiritual difference, you know what I mean, between the two? Easy. Now, keep in mind, only 20% of the women you come across, only about 20% of the women you come across is going to have spirit, is going to be able to be Eve. It's only 20% of Eves. And then it's 80% of Lilith, guys. Y'all ask me, what's the difference? Lilith. We all know Lilith is that first wife. That's Adam's first wife. For those of you that don't know, this may be new information to you. All right, Lilith is the representation of your feminist modern woman. Lilith. She did not want to be submissive to Adam because she felt she was created from the same soil, dirt, whatever the material. We do not complicate common sense over here, right? So whatever floats your boat. She thought she was equal to the man, just like how these modern women, just like the hood rat, know what I mean, think she is equal to man. Just like Proverbs 7 woman thinks she's equal to man. Lilith thought she was equal to man. Eve didn't think that, all right? Eve didn't think that. So slow down. We know Eve ate the apple. Somebody told her to. She could have been Lilith. Because we know Lilith from jump did not want to be submissive to Adam, guys. So we got to unhook the stupidity. They told you this. They simplified it and it made it stupid for you. So you out here looking for just one woman and no, bro, no. It's two types. You have your Lilith and you have your Eve. How many of y'all that got a girl that got a sister? You know this when you date women that have sisters. Hopefully you pick the good sister. Hopefully you picked the sister that was the nerd in the house helping grandma, and you didn't pick the sister that was out in them streets. You see that energy, that spiritual discern, that's what I'm talking about. That's how you know the difference. You know what I mean? That's how you know the difference. The hard part is this is where the women are holding back the community because the black women don't check the hood rats because they all benefit from the ways of feminism. That's why you guys be so confused. You don't know the Eves from the Liliths because Eve now, right? She wants to be looked at as the good woman. I'm not like that. I'm not like her, but she don't call the hood rats out. She don't want you to mistake her for a hood rat, but she ain't gonna call the hood rats out. And that's why it ain't the man, it ain't the men, especially in the black community. Now, you take this template and you put it with your community and you come up with the results and you tell me, but I know for a fact with this template, this is why the black community is at an all-time low. You know what I mean, guys? All-time low. Now, some common traits that let's go over some traits that both of them gonna have. So it don't make no difference whether you got a Lilith or whether you got an Eve. You know what I mean? These are just common traits that they have nowadays. All right? One, both of them, Eve and Lilith, are both way too masculine, bro. You know what I mean? Eve and Lilith are way too masculine. And this is just what real men are seeing in the women that they are dating. So this is what I'm seeing in the majority of black women. The majority, in 80%, in 100% of black women, they're too masculine, bro. Am I bugging? Do y'all not see that, guys? Ladies, this is what real men see. I'm not talking about the little simple forces that you try to make see what you want them to see. I'm telling you what you cannot hide from a real man. Y'all way too masculine. You know what I mean? Y'all way too masculine. And even the ugly ones are masculine. And that's another thing right there, because y'all not going to notice the 20% of Proverbs 31 women, because one of the biggest differences from the Proverbs 21 women and the Proverbs 7 women, 31 women and the Proverbs 7 women is the Proverbs 31 woman, she's not as attractive. She's not attractive. And I go back to what the homegirl said in the very beginning. You know what I mean? Why do men like women who wear their hair and makeup like transgender? Because those women are more attractive than the Eves. Lilith is more attractive. Lilith go to the extremes to make herself look good and to be about that vanity. You know what I mean? Eve got a limit. Eve got a certain limit where she gonna stop and be like, fuck it. And this is naturally. What separates the two is mindset and mentality. You know what I mean? But that's why dudes be reaching for the Liliths, because the Liliths put that clown costume on. The Liliths know how to put that clown costume on, yo. Please define masculinity in a woman. A masculinity in a woman is noise. I look at masculinity as noise, right? Women were designed to be inside. I don't know what the hell happened there. But yeah, when a woman is forced to go outside her nature, she's gonna accumulate and compile a lot of masculine energy and aggression, hardness, toughness, and that is what spikes her sexuality. This is why women right now is like the ultimate freak off. If you notice, hood rats, right? All they know is sex. All they have is sex. All they run around here doing is try to manipulate men to have sex with them because those are some hardworking women. The harder of a woman work, the more sex she need to have, guys. And that's where the masculinity is. It's like that shit is not attractive to a man. A masculine female not attractive. A female that's loud, disrespectful, argumentative, that's masculinity. That's the masculine traits that our women have adapted now because they have to be out there in the workforce because they busted wide open before doing any research on their Bible, doing any research. You know what I mean? So that now they got to, oh, I got to pay my bills though. I got to pay my bills. But originally, guys, this was tell me in this, right? I'm gonna play something and tell me in this, where do you hear God say, come down here and be independent and disrespect the men and not help meet your men? You know what I mean?
God then immediately turns his fury upon Eve, saying, "What is this you have done?" To which Eve replies, "The serpent deceived me, and I ate." Eve's reply is a little bit more honest than Adam's, for she seems to be a bit more concise in her response, simply telling God, "Yes, I was deceived, and yes, I ate the fruit." Unlike Adam, she doesn't try to throw her spouse under the bus, and appears to take responsibility for her actions, telling God exactly that which happened. He also establishes a wedge between man and serpents, saying that man will be there to crush the head of snakes, and snakes will be there to strike the heel of man. In this, the two can never truly coexist, and through this, both man and snakes become mortal enemies that will never quite see eye to eye. To Eve, God punishes her by saying, "I will make your pains in childbearing very severe. With painful labour you will give birth to children. Your desire will be for your husband, and he will rule over you." Here we of course learn that due to Eve's betrayal, childbirth becomes an utter ordeal. It certainly seems like an extreme punishment for having been deceived by the serpent, in that all women who follow after Eve now have to experience perhaps the greatest pain on earth in order to reproduce. Both the serpent and Adam get off relatively easy compared to Eve, whereby the serpent is cursed to merely crawl on its stomach, and that Adam is cursed to have to work for his own food. Eve is also punished in that her desires as a human are taken away from her, and she is then forced to be ruled by Adam. So not only does Eve receive the utmost agony in giving birth, but she's also pretty much denounced as a slave for Adam.
So Ashy, Miss Ashy, should I use the lie? Should I use the lie to prove my point? Because the Bible, the truth, man, right? And that's the book that's written for black folks, right? So I don't care what white people have done. We're not here to talk about what white people have done. We're here to talk about the difference between good women and the real ones. You know what I mean? 'Cause we want the real ones. You good ones be doing this stuff right here. Y'all too busy trying to look good and be good for everybody else's opinion instead of yourself. All right? So go on with yourself, man. Cause you always like to talk, y'all. When I get to the facts, right? We always want to put it on the white man, but y'all stay shopping in them white man stores, right? I bet you everything you got on right now is made for by the white man, but you want to sit here and deflect from my message, right? I ain't cursing, I ain't call y'all bees, but and we still get a flying roach. This is why the black, you see, black women are holding the black community back. because I was just in time for my next point. So number one, something that all black women, all of them, the good ones, the real ones, the bad ones, all of them, right? Along with being masculine, being way too masculine, they have this thing where they don't think they disrespect black folks. They don't think that they're disrespectful to black men. They don't think that they ever disrespect a black man, bro. You notice, y'all know what I'm talking about, bro. That's the problem with Eve and Lilith. We talking about problems that Eve and Lilith have, because this is a real man speaking, and I'm telling you what we see. So you can try to, no, I'm telling you, this is what men see when they look at you. The men that you want and the men that you don't want. When they look at you, sister, as a black woman, they see masculinity, toxic masculinity, and they see a chick that thinks she know everything, and you wild disrespectful. Black women be wild disrespectful. Even the nice ones, they inadvertently disrespect you, but it's still disrespect. And it's the way they've been taught and trained and conditioned. You know what I mean? The black man that black women don't respect is usually the man that she matched with, though. And that's the problem. That's the problem. You know what I mean? I don't know who told them that they always gotta correct the black man, because I guess they feel because they develop sexually faster than men, they think they mentally develop faster, but we see that's a lie. That's a lie. And they all have this swagger, the good ones and the bad ones. They all think that it's their job to correct you. And they not where they got their information from. Because we know it ain't the Bible. We know, you see her, right? We know this one, she ain't get her information from the truth. So she running around here all false programmer. Her Holy Spirit is all messed up. I think it's better to judge people as individuals rather than stereotyping entire groups of people. Oh, word. So we never get down to the root of the matter, right? When you have that, when you think, you know what I mean? Tell me what you know. Don't give me what you think or how you feel. I need you to tell me what you know, because I know when you think like that, we get to nowhere. Thinking like that is what got us right here in 2024 fucked. All the boys got to buy a coochie. All the women got to go outside with a bulletproof vest on and a punching helmet on. But judging individuals, right? Because individuals is going to tell the truth, right? We got individuals out here worrying about their individual self and not everybody else. It's funny how the people that don't want to take no personal accountability don't want to be grouped up, though. They want it to be individualized, but those are the main people that don't want to take personal accountability, though. They want to hide behind the members in the group, because you can't group everybody. You can't group everybody up. Sir, ma'am, or sir, God groups people up. It's in our Bible. It's grouped. You're grouped in our Bible. So if he can group you, I'm going to group you. All right? And I'm talking about all women. You see? That's the problem. All women have this bug in them. And you proving my point. Exactly. They think they know everything. And for some reason, they never feel that they should listen to a man. They never feel that they can listen. They don't think they have to listen to a man. When y'all heard it, y'all heard their punishment. I played it. To be rude under a man. To be rude under a man. You know what I mean? Incredible, guys. Like I said, the black men that black women don't respect is usually the one that she needs to be with. You know what I mean? They say they don't like weak men, right? These women say, I don't like weak men. But look at the dudes they bring home. Look at the dudes. Every time you see a bitch that say, oh, men are weak, don't she got a bum on her side? She got an absolute bum on the side, because men are weak, but they love them weak because they can control them. You know what I mean? They can control them, guys. They ain't fitting to deal with no man like me. They ain't fitting to put up with no man like me. So now they lie, and this is all of them, guys. They lie, get exposed now. Because you don't like the men like me who tell you the absolute truth. And then you don't like the weak man. So, ma'am, you're a liar. You like bums. You like bums. That's what it is. And we see that. This, remember, guys, for those of you that's just now tuning in, we talking about the difference between the good and the bad. And we comparing and contrasting. And we see this. I deal with them every day. I see this every day, guys. Trust and believe. They loving bums. They claiming they don't like weak men, but they loving on bums, guys. She respect the bad ones way more than she respect the good ones. You know what I mean? She respect the man punching her in her head way more than she respect the guys that's trying to love on her. And we see that. You know what I mean? We see that. So they can sit there and lie and try to front for the public. I'm not the only one that see that. You know what I mean? Number 3, guys. They know it alls. All of them. All of them. They know everything. And they do no work to go get that information. Where did they get that information from? When we all sit here, right? Look how dumb they sound. We all sit here and talk about this generational curse. The generational curse don't got a man involved in that. You do know that, right? In fact, the men and a child support be trying to get y'all up out of there. Y'all should be using the men's child support to break the curse, because the generational curse consists of your grandmother, your mama, and then the bitch. Right? So they know it all, but they not breaking this curse fast enough. They getting child support and they still not able to break this curse, right? The curse is still repeating itself. But they think they know everything. They think they know everything, bro. Who told them that? Where did they get their information from? Where did they get their information from? Like, for real, like let's keep it a buck. Because I'm not saying men are smart. Because men got their information from the same place they got their information from. So now let's talk about it. Understand, guys. You got to know what you're signing up for, bro. But they got this know-it-all helmet on. All of them, bro. And that's because they always want to play psychological games with you, bro. And we notice that. We see that. And that's what be the turn off. That's why black men and black women can't get together. That's why our community is to shits. Because you always want to play this psychological game with us, and you don't have the information, Sway, to even play in that game. Like, and then you get mad. You get mad and frustrated when you can't manipulate them, when you can't manipulate the man, bro. Who told y'all responsible for us, bro? Y'all only sexually develop faster than us. Y'all do not mentally develop faster than men. Y'all get 14 years old and then stay mentally 14 years old. You do know that, right, man? You do know that every time you have a baby, you can just take a little piece off your brain, right? You do know that, right? You do know it don't take all them diplomas and all that shit you got on all them decorations on your wall to be a mother, right? That's a God-given skill and ability. You just have to want that, right? You see, you got all them diplomas and degrees because you want to be Lilith. You want to be out in them streets like the man. When your task is to control the inside, everything inside, you supposed to be able to kill the man in. You want to run outside and try to beat the man at the outside games. But anyway, last but not least, and these are things that both the good ones and the bad ones have. These are traits that both good women and bad women have of the brand that you like. So if you like white girls, understand there's 2 types of white girls. You got a Lilith and you got an Eve. All right? You want the Eve. The Eve you could work with. You could do something. She's just as stupid as Lilith. But she ain't as stupid as Lilith, if that makes sense. You want the Eve. She's just as stupid because I just gave you 4 traits that all women gonna have. All women gonna have. And remember, love is accepting one of these 4. Which one of these 4 you can deal with the most? And that's what love is. You ain't gonna get nobody perfect. You ain't gonna get nobody perfect. So knock it off. Knock it off. I get it. Y'all come to these channels and we set y'all standards for y'all, and we set them so high because we know we got high standards, but that might not necessarily pertain to you, bro. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to. This is why I say like the women that like you. You know what I mean? Like the women that like you, bro. because it get very manipulative, chasing the woman, chasing Lilith. When you got Eves that like you, you just don't like Eve because again, the thing that separate Eve from Lilith is Eves are less attractive. But I done told y'all in several lives, you can always take you a 6'7" and make, and as long as she a 6'7" with the Eve mindset, you can make her look like Lilith. You can have I can make Miss Goodbread look like any one of these modern women. You know what I mean? I can make Miss Goodbread look like any one of these modern women, bro, because she already got the mindset. And that's how you got to start vetting and picking these women, guys. Stop chasing Lilith. Lilith just want to sponsor. Eve still has skills on how to be a helpmeet. All Lilith did was convince her to eat the apple and be just as stupid as her. Women's suffrage. You see how that worked? You know what I mean? Because we could go into how Lilith could be the white woman, because we know the white women are the majority of women in America. You know what I mean? They're the majority of evil in America because it's more of them than it is us. We only 14%. You know what I mean? And we know how it went. We know our history reads that the white women were jealous at the black men because the black men had the right to vote. So the white women linked up with the black women's, and the black women's went like and helped the white women. And now we here. Now we here, and the black women want to play dumb like they had nothing to do with anything. Oh, men gotta lead. Men gotta lead. Men are not leaders. Like, come on, man. Come on, sis. Then when you dig deep in your research, they never wanted to leave the plantation. They was good, bro. They was like, I'm good with the Pharaoh. Y'all go ahead with Moses. We gonna stay right here, baby. It's gonna be okay, baby. But that's a whole nother live, bro. That's a whole nother live. Guys, when a man learns himself and he meet a female with one of these traits, and these are the traits that got all of the black men running over to the other women, other races of women. Keep in mind, guys, when you run over to them other races of women, the same rules apply. You better make sure you run to an Eve of that race, because if you run your ass to another race and link with a Lilith, you are a dummy, bro. You are a dummy, and that's the part where you can thank me later, because nobody, and I mean nobody, breaks it down in this space like that. Understand, guys. You might run from a Lilith in the black community and go right into a Lilith in your Latin community, in your white community, in your Asian community, and they out there, right? Who would have knew that Jeannie Ma is a Lilith of the Filipino community, right? Do it make sense now? Are you getting what I'm talking? You know what I'm talking about? Know what I'm talking about? Shit, I mean, it's two. It's Eve and it's Lilith. It's Eve and it's Lilith. All right? When a man that have learned himself meet a female with those traits, while he's trying to really escape poverty and trying to become the best version of himself, he's not gonna put up with that. He's not gonna put up with that, bro. You know what I mean? This is why different women bring out different results in the man, but the women be sitting there talking about it's the man for it. Women bring out different results in the man, bro. Really. It could be the same dude on his purpose trying to build with a Lilith and can't. That same man get with an Eve and take it all the way to the top. He ain't do nothing different. He just changed the female. He just changed the female. You know what I mean? This is why the Passport Bros movement is through the roof. The Passport Bros are winning. Hoes ain't winning no more. Passport Bros is winning. Because people get tired of those traits. Nobody wants to deal with those negative traits, bro, with that masculine energy. You know what I mean? With that know-it-all spirit. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to deal with that. You know what I mean? And then, guys, a lot of our sisters, right, they got a hyper sex drive. All of them. They got a hyper sex drive. They need it all the time. And that's because feminism have backed them into a corner of nothing but work, 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 work. Rihanna made the song work, 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 work. Shit funny when I be hearing the agendas and I be hearing the, you be knowing, yo. Me and Miss Goodbread just look at each other like, wonder why they released that. Wonder why that's the title. So why that's the name of that title. It's just funny. Y'all got to unhook. When you unhook and you start to see it, you be like, wow, bro. You realize how long you was a fool. But in any event, they got him out here working to death and they building up all that sexual energy. You know what I mean? It's crazy. But yeah, guys, let's keep it moving now. Understand, guys, when it comes to this good woman, when it comes to this good female, when it comes to this real female, a smart female, especially a black female, it's only gonna be 3% of black women that is like smart. You do know that, right? It's only like 3% that's brilliant. You know what I mean? That can like actually see an agenda, read through the agendas, sift through it, know, oh, hey, that's an agenda. You know what I mean? The other women, the fake women, the bad women, they'll listen to it. They're even entertaining. Some of even the good ones. Like I said, out of all, only 3% gonna be smart when it comes to this agenda and the red pill. All of them are listen, they're entertaining, but they could care less because red pill and knowing their agendas means you got to know that they're trying to get the men. They are trying to get the men to make the women feel like victims and at the man's expense for the man's funds. So in order for a female to accept that, she can't benefit from that. So this is why you only see 3% of women smart enough to understand that. Because the rest of them don't even want to be smart enough to know that. They just want to be the victim. They want to go with the excuse that government daddy has given them that it's the man's fault. You know what I mean? Think about it, guys. This is why we got women like Candace Owens and Love Dorsey. There's only a little bit of women like that. There's only a little bit of women like that in the black community, bro. Let's keep it a buck. There's only a very few women like that. You know what I mean? You know, I fuck with both. I kind of left Candace alone because Candace, she's so, and like I said, same thing with the guys, right? We tend to lose all of our quality individuals, skin colored folks. We lose them to the other races because don't nobody want to sit around the toxic shit. Don't nobody want to sit around that ill raised dumb shit, that hell of a mama raised dumb shit. Nobody, the women or the men. And Candace got away. A lot of y'all don't like Candace because she's intelligent. She's a black natural woman. She's always covered up, and she just got away to the white boy, our white breads. You can't hate her for that. If you hate her for that, then you hate every single college athlete coming up out of college who know, I don't want that. And this is what we see. I mean, the women that get on here and play like they don't see it. Oh, he lying. He hate women. I'm just telling you what is going on in the world, bro. Telling you what's going on in the world. Don't nobody want to deal with y'all, bro. Don't nobody want to put up with that shit. Know what I mean? But yeah, Candace Owens, Love Dorsey. You know what I mean? This is why I really love Love, because Love, I don't ever see Love going to another, taking her talents to South Beach. Love gonna end up lowering her standards and building the dude. That's what she got past her. She got a man, you know what I mean? And she building him. She helped meeting for him. She pushing him. She elevating him. And that's what real women do. The good women know how to elevate you. You know what I mean? The good women know how to elevate you. But we lose a lot of our good sisters to another race because these mothers is not producing good black men fast enough. And it is what it is. You know what I mean? Same way we lose good men to other races because the mothers ain't raising these daughters fast enough. And that's just what it is, guys. You know what I mean? Gotta remember, black women are some of the most beautifulest women on this planet, bro. They make themselves ugly. Our sisters are some of the most beautifulest women on this planet, bro. And you know me, I don't cape and I don't pander, bro. I keep it 100. But they attitude, they masculinity, all that ties into what makes them down, makes them the least desired, right there at the bottom. The least desired women in our planet, on our planet. They definitely tainted themselves. They definitely tainted themselves. You know what I mean, guys? Yo, I'm gonna take any questions right now before I keep it moving, before we get to the next part of the little sermon right here. Bro, get dropping them gems, no doubt, bro. Where are the real men to give their input? What you mean? Where the real men to give their input? The real men, they back me. The real men said I could speak for them. See, real men don't mind a real man speaking for them. Only the women mind somebody speaking for them when they know dead in their heart that they match the behavior that's being displayed. But I speak for all the real men over here, bro. I think it's time to give women a red pill, see how this war will go. Women not going to be able to digest the red pill. Women won't be able to digest the red pill because women have agendas that they are following. And we're going to get to that, guys. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that, why the women are just so caught up with the agendas. Let's take a little break real quick.
Hi, how are you? I'm Ari. Nice to meet you. We out here eating niggas' ass, okay? We out here eating niggas' ass.
Can I eat your ass?
Can you eat my ass?
You said something about ass.
I need an eater. I need an eater, so shit. What you trying to do? Hold on, what the fuck you say about city girls? What you just say?
Oh, no. Simp. Don't be a simp.
Don't be a simp. Oh, okay. Don't be a simp ass nigga.
He said your girl is probably partying, right?
But I love me a simp ass nigga. Like, I love me a simp ass nigga. Like, yes, be a simp over me. What the fuck? We don't have a lot of simp ass niggas out here, so yes, be a simp ass nigga. That's said it.
Got more than $60,000 in his bank account. You shouldn't be with tonight. You know what I'm saying? If you got more than
You're not cute, so I like your vibe.
You like my vibe?
Like I would. Oh.
Y'all should follow me on Instagram then.
Yeah.
I follow that.
Instagram, but I'll get you my number.
At Destiny.
I want to see you tonight.
You want to see what's tonight? Oh, hold on.
Alright, listen, I'm liking your vibe.
Hold on. You're acting a little too fast.
Now, guys, that's a Lilith. You get the vibe, it's mindset, it's mentality. That's a Lilith mentality. That's not a Eve, guys. All right? Understand the difference, B. You got your Lilith. Off site, you already know this is a Lilith-minded woman. And then you will have your Eve as a black woman. Off rip, you will already see the difference. You see the difference. This girl is a way prettier girl. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. Looks are preferenceable because this girl is not a bad. This is a cute mama, right? A cute little chocolate thing. But in the world's eyes, according to the ways of the world, because of what they're selling and what they're pushing through their stars and their celebrities, you see what I'm talking about? Know what I'm talking about? This right here is top notch, A100. And that's a lie, guys. That's a lie. And this is why y'all be skipping over the good woman, because the good woman don't come with all that shit. The good woman don't come with all of that circuitry, you know what I mean? So the good woman is a little bit less attractive, you know what I mean? And that's because these women, just like these women, and sometimes these women work way harder than these women. So these women really, they coming up off of somebody else's hard work, while these women are working hard. So they don't have the time, guys, to really put that work in on themselves and their look. So they tend to go unnoticed because you be running this, you be chasing this, you gunning down this. And she gunning down work and not working on herself. She not pouring in. She don't have a great work self-balance. And a lot of good women, I'm talking to real sisters, that's their problem, guys. That's their problem. Now let's go into some bad traits that good women have, guys. Because even the Eve, I will be a liar if I sat up here and told you, well, y'all know that. Should y'all blame everything on Eve anyway, because y'all learned wrong. Y'all never ever heard of the bitch Lilith to even know her damage. But yeah, Eve and an angel. And what I told y'all, neither one of them are angels, bro. Neither one of them are angels. Eve ain't no angel, bro. Eve got some bad traits with her too, bro. Because who raised her? The same person raised Eve, raised Lilith. Sometimes a Lilith raises the Eve. Sometimes the mama was a demon spawn and she was a killer of men, a eater of men and children, and she raised the Eve. But in any event, even our good ones, even our good ones. So let's start with narcissistic, guys. They got that narcissistic trait with them. I don't know. Always thinking the odds is against them, guys. These women always think the odds is against them. Somebody always trying to get them. Somebody trying to get them. They got bad anxiety too. I call them Stuart Little. They the worry horse. These good women, guys, they will get on your nerves. Good women get on your nerves too. So if you out here thinking you're going to find a traditional modern woman, you're a fool, bro. You're a fool. You know what I mean? But that narcissistic trait, you know what I mean? If you notice, right, the women, the good women with all the materialistic thing, got their crib, got a car, got all of this stuff, they tend to have the bummiest men, right? Because it's that narcissism and it's that narcissism in them where they can't lower their standards and help somebody that's on the cusp. So they'll lower their standards all the way and to get somebody that they can straight control. This is why you be seeing those relationships with a woman. She's shopping the Saks, and then she had the little bum ass nigga sitting next to her on the passenger side. She do all that just to control them and stunt for the public. To stunt so the other girls in the sisterhood could see her like, oh, she a bad bitch, she got the control, she got the power. You know what I mean? All of them, guys. Very narcissistic. Delusional, guys. I done told y'all, all of them have somewhat bit of a delusional mindset. You know what I mean? They all want to look down on other women. They all want to outdo the other women. Ain't so much you, bro. They use you to outdo the other woman. Eve and Lilith, bro. Ain't no difference. Eve and Lilith, bro. Eve talk about Lilith, Lilith talk about Eve, bro. You ever seen a group of girls that was conservative sitting at a table and a hoe walk past them? Them conservative girls gonna laugh at it. They gonna talk about that girl. They gonna talk about that hoe. Likewise, sit at a table of ratchet hood rat chicks and watch the Candace Owens girl walk by. They're gonna call her all types of white girls and they're gonna say, oh, she thinks she's white, and they're gonna talk about her, bro. They all have that delusional state of thinking that they're better. You know what I mean? Without doing the work. That's the part that make it sickening. Like, I don't mind if you was a chick that was getting it out the mud, like getting it, but some of these chicks get handouts, some of these chicks be getting simp dollars and then be throwing their hat in the competing game. Like, nah, you automatically eliminated, sis. You automatically eliminated. Controlling, guys. Another trait that another bad trait that good women have. Good women are controlling, bro. Good women are very controlling, bro. And that's how they was raised. You saw it. How many of y'all saw the video yesterday we did? I'm up there giving my spill on how I feel and the facts, right? And then the girl jumped on there and you got to say it like this, trying to control my narrative, control me to make her feel the way she need to feel. You are responsible for how you feel. These women were not taught that. All of them. Nobody taught them like, yo, sis, you got to hold that. You got to hold. How you feel is up to you. You got to change it or keep it, but don't go sharing it to nobody else. Don't go pushing that shit on mans. Nobody taught them that, guys. So they come with this delusional state and this controlling state. Then you got to remember, a lot of them, this is how they emasculate their sons, guys. You know what I mean? And this is why a lot of black men would rather pay child support than to be getting disrespected in them cribs, be getting emasculated in them cribs. Black men would rather pay child support. I'm one of them. I'd rather pay child support and I'd rather see my child. Fuck it. But you're not gonna have me in these cribs executing all those toxic traits on me because you want to control. You know what I mean? Because your mama ain't taught you no better. She ain't teach you that you don't get to control people. All you can control is yourself. You know what I mean? And that shit bothers me. And we see it. Men see it. You know what I mean? You can say whatever you want, but men see it.
I've ever dated. I've normally dated, this is actually the first black woman I've ever dated. I've normally dated either white girls, Hispanic girls, and maybe even mixed, but never a full black woman. And
Do you find it different?
Oh, very, on so many levels. But I mean, this is a brand new ball game.
Why don't you be more specific?
Well, when I dated, a white woman or any other race, this is actually the first black woman I've ever dated. I've normally dated either white girls, Hispanic girls, and maybe even mixed, but never a full black woman. And
Do you find it different?
Oh, very, on so many levels. But I mean, this is a brand new ball game.
Why don't you be more specific?
Well, when I dated, a white woman or any other race, when we get an argument, it's always, something calm, civil. She act all the way out. She just take it to the extreme, no matter what it is. Like, I shouldn't be nervous in my own home. I went as far as I pulled the bed out and put the bed in front of the door in our guest room so she wouldn't come up there and bother me. Yeah.
He did do that.
Because
He's actually not lying about that.
Look, when she started arguing or something like that, she got this thing she like to do. I don't know, it must be a turn on to her. She'll start arguing, right?
Yeah.
Then, she'll go put on lingerie and want to come lay out naked in the bed and screwing all over.
See what you can get, right?
Yeah,
but black women on so many levels. Are we angry? Is that why you didn't date us for a while?
Well, see, I grew up with like, I think 5 sisters.
Right.
So I got to kind of see they all had different personalities. One was real ratchet. One was real ghetto.
They were all black.
One just always did the most. It was always something. I was like, man, they ain't gonna date no black girl. Is this how they really act? Because I got to see, firsthand how these black women acted. I was like, I don't want to date no black woman. I want to see something different. I've never, I just want to be different.
Thank you for your honesty. I appreciate that. You filled this car with water, siphoned out the gas, filled the car with water.
I do not know how to take out gas.
But you put water in the car.
One time.
Oh, now she admits.
You broke at least 7 of his phones.
He broke his own phones.
You're claiming non-ratchet and crazy, but you don't read that way.
Exactly, guys. Now that would be an Eve. That would be a Eve. That's not a Lilith. And if you notice, Eve got a lot of goofy, dumb shit with her. Lilith got spiteful, dumb shit with her. So it's a little level of kiddiness you'll see. They both dangerous. Both dangerous because we know that childlike shit can cause a fucking car crash. And what we know that Lilith, vindictive evilness will set the car on fire, will blow the car up. So, it's just a matter of you, the level of self-improvement you putting on you, bro. Some of y'all gonna want to Lilith. Some of y'all, because your mama emasculated you and your mama she done beat you to a pulp, y'all gonna want to continue that. So you're gonna go out there and you're gonna pick you a Lilith female, a Lilith type of female to keep that going. That Stockholm syndrome, you need that. You need that. This is why a lot of men, to answer Shorty, chasing the woman with the mustache on their forehead and the little masculine manipulative chick because they were raised by a masculine manipulative mothers. You know what I mean? This is why we have a generation of men that act tough. They look like men, but they dress like girls. You know what I mean? Because mothers, even the good ones, have inadvertently emasculated their sons for their own ego, bro. Same way women be doing in them houses with their little boyfriend. Be emasculating their boyfriend for their ego. Be controlling and manipulating their boyfriend to cater to their ego. Guys, I really want y'all to look up the Black Widow Spider. When you look up the Black Widow Spider, you'll understand why the black community is the way it is right now. The Black Widow Spider, for those of y'all that don't know, she convinced the man to mate with her, and then she eat him or she get rid of him. Psst. Did I lie? Ain't that what's going on in the black community, right? These pregnancies is lasting longer than the relationships. You know what I mean? They busting it wide open and only for 9 months later to realize he a deadbeat. They shopping in Walmart. They get the dude out of Walmart, take him home, bust it open for the Walmart nigga, and then get mad that he Walmart and get rid of him. Is that not what happened? Go look up Black Widow Spider, y'all. Go look up what the Black Widow Spider does. And that will explain what's going on in the black community, guys. So now if you don't want to protect you want to protect your seed, bro. That right there alone will make you want to protect your seed, bro. Go look it up.
Because if I don't set my standard, the standard won't be set. Because if I'm asleep, how can I be woke? Yes. Because if I don't fall, how will I get up?
No more of that dumb shit, yo. It's just dumb, bro. They'd rather do that, sit around the table and do that dumb shit than to really come up with some solutions and take some personal accountability. That's that delusion that I'm telling you about. And this is what we see. This is what we see. All right, guys. So we went over some traits, good traits about the good woman, bad traits about the good woman. Now, I got to give y'all some good and bad traits of the hood rat, of the Proverbs 7 woman. Remember, guys, for those of you just now tuning in, today we are going over the difference. Every single race and nationality of woman has a divide where you have the good woman, which we're going to say is the Proverbs 31 woman. And then they have the bad woman, which is the Proverbs 7 female. Every nationality, all right? So I gave y'all some traits that the good female have that's bad and good. And then I'm going to give y'all some traits that the bad females have that's good and bad. Number one, guys. One of the best traits of the toxic hood rat chicks is it's easy sex, bro. Y'all know that. That's why some of y'all, that's all y'all could get. That's why it don't make sense for y'all to let me dictate what your standards should be if you're in an environment where you just nothing but hood rats around you. Because you're going to be looking like a fool. Because I'm going to get up here and I'm going to say, yo, do not mess with no single moms. You automatically got to eliminate yourself. Because you only around single moms, my nigga. So how can you dare sit here and listen to my message, then go out in real life and really try to better yourself and activate it when you're around nothing but single moms, you know what I mean? And that's what a lot of y'all is doing right now. A lot of y'all is letting us, content creators, tell y'all what's your standard without you actually learning who you are, learning what do you like. You don't even know what you like. So to let me tell you what your standards should be is foolish, bro. You got to learn who you are, learn what you like. For all we know, you might like hoes. A lot of men like hoes because this is why. Easy sex, bro. You know what I mean? This is a lot of y'all option. It's nasty because this shit stinks sometimes that they don't wash. You know what I mean? They come with a lot of trauma. You know what I mean? The obesity. It's a lot of low-hanging fruit that's in this section right here. The lowest of the lowest hanging fruit. For those of y'all that don't know, low-hanging fruit is fruit that then fell off the tree or fruit that's at the bottom. So they get the least amount of light. They get the least amount of rain shine. So they just there for the people that don't want to do the work. See, men, the real men, we gonna climb to the top of the tree to get the highest motherfucking fruit out that tree. And we not gonna stop climbing until we get the highest fruit. But there's a lot of dudes that they ain't fitting to climb. You know what I mean? You get that? A lot of dudes don't want to climb up that tree, so a lot of dudes will sit right there and take that watermelon with the worm in it. They'll take that mango with the holes in it. Because why? It's low-hanging fruit. It's easy. It's easy sex. That fruit they put no working on themselves. You ain't got to put no work in yourself. So come on, we're a couple. We're a relationship cat. And that's where 90% of the relationships in the black community is at right now. Two soul survivors together, manipulating each other. Ain't no real love being built. Whole lot of survival. Whole lot of manipulation. Whole lot of blackmail. Ain't no black love. Number 2, guys, easy to manipulate. Hood rats, Liliths, they're easy to manipulate, bro. This is where you're going to see the women that all you gotta do is give them a little bit of money. All you gotta do is flash them like the devil, like Lucifer himself. That's how he got Lilith in the first place. He dangles some flash because they don't care about what you do to them. They just care about what you do for them, right? This is why they so easy to manipulate. When you see those women who, when you see these girls, right? Hold on, let me bring it home. When you see these girls, right, and they got the government assistance, they got the government crib, and then they ain't with the baby daddy, but they with the baller. They got the baller. He come to the crib, he give her a couple dollars, turn her house into a trap house. As long as he giving her money and giving her the drug, you know what I mean? Because these girls, they tend to stay sedated. They need to escape. Right? Hood rats love to escape their reality. You know what I mean? So they'll let the dude in, and next thing you know, she got a whole trap house. You know what I mean? These are the women that is easily manipulated. Let me flip your income tax money, because they don't know about long-term thinking. They don't have any long-term thinking. They grew up with a survival moms. So it's instant gratification. Instant gratification. We need it right now. We need it now. You know what I mean? So when you catch a chick like that who need it now, you get her to do anything, bro. You get her to do anything, bro. Anything, bro. Anything. And it's crazy. This is what makes the difference between the hood rats and our good girls, right? Because our good girls is never that desperate. Our good girls don't put themselves in a position to be that desperate. So it's a little bit harder to manipulate Eve. You know what I mean? While you try to manipulate an Eve will fuck around and manipulate your ass back. You know what I mean? But Lilith is easy to manipulate. You can manipulate the shit out of Lilith. Because her eyes is bigger than her stomach. You ever heard that expression before? Eyes bigger than your stomach? That means you see things that you can't even really ingest. What you seeing is bigger than what you can intake. You know what I mean? They perfect for agendas, guys. Hood rats, Liliths are perfect for agendas. Think about it. They are the reason why we here. The system knew that these women will be perfect to run their agenda on, and that's what they did. They kicked the fathers out the home, incentivized the women, gave the women a reason to work, and it worked. We here. If I'm lying, I'm flying. And I'm grounded like a motherfucker, because that's what they did. They took those women, not all, definitely not some, but the majority. They took the majority of those women. They ran their ass out there, call themselves helping the white woman get her right to vote. And when they got the white woman got the right to vote, the white woman shitted on the sister. The sister still ain't get the right to vote till about 60 years later. And that's still a participation award, because they only gave her that if she promised to vote Democratic for 200 years. Made for the agenda. Now, all this pushback that you getting is from women who don't want to admit they fucked up. They were the first one that went to the white supremacy. Remember, guys, white supremacy is a system, it's not a person. You know what I mean? Guys, when you catch a person in survival mode, you could get them to do anything. You can get a person in survival mode right now. You can go outside right now, find a homeless person, give them $20, give them a sign that says, buy your album. And they're going to push that agenda. That homeless person going to be so thankful for that $20. And you gave it, and then they have to make the sign. You already came with a ready-made marketing sign. Shit, man. They finna cross 2 states for you, marketing your shit. Because when a person is desperate, when a person is at a lack of self-production, producing for self, you can get them to do anything. That's the same blueprint that the musicians, that the record execs use, The same thing that the industries use on their talent. They go to the dirtiest hoods, find the most poorest person, and have them sign right here. We're gonna take care of you, right? We're gonna take care of you. It's the same blueprint, bro. Let's look at some of the bad traits, guys. Let's look at some of the bad traits that these Liliths have. So those are the good traits, believe it or not. Nigga said, what was good about that? Nothing. But those was the good traits, guys. Now let's go over the bad traits. Some of the bad traits. Again, that attitude, that bad attitude, which we know is mental illness, whether they was neglected as a child, whether they was touched as a child, but they need to go see about that. Nobody, whoever did it to you, sis, whoever did it, whoever brought you your pain, your anger, your depression, they're not coming to take it from you, sis. If it was your mother, if it was your ex, if it was your father, they're not coming. Nobody's giving you an apology. Matter of fact, let me be the first. Sis, I didn't do it, but I'm sorry it was done. All right, because some of y'all need an apology, and I'll be real enough to give you an apology so that you can go on now. Now you can move forward. Sis, yes, it's not your fault. You've been done wronged. Yes, yes. Sorry. All right, now you should be able to go on now because now you got your apology so you can stop clinging to things that prevent you from being good in life. You know what I mean? But nobody's coming to remove it from you. You got to remove it from you or stay sick. And if you stay sick, you don't get to blame nobody for your fucky feelings and for how you be feeling. A lot of y'all woke up this morning, y'all thought y'all was gonna come eat. Y'all thought y'all was gonna come eat at my expense, right? Y'all was looking for the negative shit, right? Y'all thought it was gonna be negative vibes up, right? Got you. Gotcha. No doubt, no doubt. You know what I mean? All right, y'all, bad attitude. You know what I mean? Think about it. The good girls, when a good girl check your ass, a good girl, a real woman, when a real sister check you, bro, she run down on you like, you know how Miss Goodbird check you? Miss Goodbird be like, yo, bro, I need to talk to you. In a quiet voice, yo. Good woman, real woman, they'll kill you with silence, bro. Not these tackhead chicks, not these hood rat chicks, not Lilith. Lilith want everybody to know that she's arguing. Everybody got to know that they're in an argument with you. Am I lying, fellas? Y'all know y'all have had good women and y'all have had bad women. The good women, they kind of give the goosebumps like, oh shit, I gotta fix my shit. Cause good women, they're gonna analyze before they just react. They least likely to react off their emotions because they don't like confrontation. Real women don't like confrontation, so they try to avoid the confrontation. But while they're avoiding the confrontation, they're analyzing. They're analyzing everything. This is why when they come at you, and then they come at you in that tone, it's more powerful, it's more impactful. It make you want to fix your shit. Rather than the chick that come with the yelling and the not everybody in the whole block know that you're arguing and shit. A lot of these women be looking for you to beat them up, bro. Because they get a kick out of that. They get a rush out of that. A lot of these women be looking for the Cassie treatment. Now, see, Cassie and Eve, Cassie not Lilith, so she shouldn't have got that treatment. She shouldn't have got that treatment. But when you messing with Lucifer, that's what you get. That's what you get. You know what I mean? But a lot of y'all sit there and think Cassie and Lilith. Cassie not Lilith. Cassie and Eve. And that means if she had a right leader, right? When you see a girl that is just toxic, but you can look and be like, yo, somebody she had a right leader, she'd be an Eve. It's a lot of women out there that's getting mistaken for Lilith because they with a simp. I'm gonna tell you that too. I'm gonna tell you that. Because a chick gonna follow who she with. If the nigga dumb, if her leader dumb, the chick dumb. I ain't never seen a brilliant chick following a dumb leader. Vice versa. I ain't never seen a great leader pulling along a dumb bitch. Never. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I ain't doing it. That dummy will slow the dude down eventually. Anna Orlando said, I'm not a gold digger. I had everything I wanted. Then I thought about it. And it doesn't matter. It's only things. There are more in life than just having expensive things. Real love is priceless. That is a fact. What we got?
Will you please stop balling up and folding up and so we can't even figure out what it is? It's going to be $1 just laid out in there. It's all right. It won't hurt our feelings. We had to go to Family Dollar and buy iron. To iron out all the dollars because we can't even tell what they are. I work in the trustee ministry and we're trying to go to Golden Corral too. By the time we iron out all the dollars, everything is closed. And we don't even cook on Sunday no more. So just lay it in the plate. It's still going to be $1. Amen? Come on, y'all. Let's just get along. Come on. Help us out. Because we ushers. We ushers. Amen? We're here to serve you. And
Yes, that was a good one, though. It's true, y'all. This materialistic. Can I tell y'all something about designer? Y'all know that all this designer stuff was made for old people retiring out, right? That's how the government used designer brands and stuff for back in the days, like, right? It was only when this hip hop culture started to go viral that the government said, yo, how about the old people not buying this shit? Because the old people wise, right? The old people not buying this shit is fast enough that we need them. So how about we market it to the younger generation when the plan was never to market to the younger generation because the younger generation is in school. The younger generation really don't have the money. So where's this younger generation getting the money to buy designers? When they realize that the younger kids, if they market it to the younger kids will get the parents who didn't figure out poverty yet to put pressure on them to end up spending over. This is why we got so much debt. This is why ain't no generational wealth in the hood, because them designers was meant for old people and we got the young people thirsting for them. Like if them designer clothes bring them value. Designer clothes don't bring you no value, bro. You know how I knew that? When I was watching the Jetsons, right? Because I watch and I pay attention to everything. Sometimes I've ruined the fucking show because of the way I watch the shit. But while watching the Jetsons, right? Meet George Jetson, and Jane, his wife. It's a part in that where he opened his closet up, right? And he got the same motherfucking outfit on, right? And I'm like, wait, in the future, we gonna be wearing the same outfit? The light bulb popped off. Mr. Goodbread, you need to make your own shirt. This is a Mr. Goodbread shirt, y'all. If y'all notice, Mr. Goodbread don't wear nothing if it ain't mine. If I can't get a return, I'm not investing in on it. But y'all can go to Shop Goodbread and y'all can get y'all shirts. You know what I mean? Got a quote on there. Made by Goodbread. Look good, feel great. Like, you know what I mean? Now, a designer, right? Now at Saks, I can get this in Saks for $232 because there's people that are buying it. Why? I'm not spending it, so I'm gonna put it in my shop for $20, guys. You know what I mean? And you got to understand this materialistic stuff ain't about nothing. Part of the reason why I knew that too is because I own my own shipping company, guys. In collaborations with Saks Fifth Avenue. So I see the most bullshit of bullshit come through my doors. $2,000. $600 for a bra. Like, whoa. Shorty gonna go cheat on her man in style. But yeah, guys. So I always was turned off by overpriced bullshit. You know what I mean? Always was turned off by overpriced bullshit. But that bad attitude, man. Next, guys, a bad trait that these hood rats and Liliths be displaying. Slutty mindset. You know what I'm talking about, gang. Everything goes back to their coochie. Everything. They refer everything back to their coochie. Just the conversation always goes to their coochie. Their coochie always up for negotiation, right? They want respect for being a woman and for having knowledge and for being wise and being smart. But the first thing they lead with is they coochie, guys. And it's a reason for this. I need you to understand. Eve will try to manipulate you with what she got, with what she have accumulated. But Lilith gotta seduce you. It's the difference. Being manipulated and being seduced is two different things. Y'all let me know which one's stronger. Which one is strong? Which one is harder to resist? Manipulation or seduction? As a man. You know what I mean? You're gonna say seduction because now they're fucking with your senses now. Now they're fucking with your biology and you're right to knock them down, right? Because you know, they know how God designed us. They know how God designed us. That's Lilith, that is. Because she made from the same material we was made from. She not made from our rib. That's another thing. That's why I need you guys to not get caught up in this Eve thing. It's two creation stories. One of them ripped out of our Bible. But they two creation stories in our book, in Genesis. It's two creation stories. Why is it two creation stories? Because you need to be focused on two types of women in all nationalities, right? There's the creation story that goes, we were made from the same soil. That's the Lilith, the hood rat chick. She thinks she equal to us. And then there's a creation story that says she was made from our rib. See, God seen where he messed up before, and he said, let me make one from his side. This is why I tell y'all, make sure you're not out here pinging Eve for the shit we mad at Lilith for. Because we mad at Lilith. I ain't mad at Eve. If you need to know, I ain't mad at Eve. I can't be mad at Eve. Lilith, knock this shit out that woman.
God then immediately turns his fury upon Eve, saying, "What is this you have done?" To which Eve replies, "The serpent deceived me, and I ate." Eve's reply is a little bit more honest than Adam's, for she seems to be a bit more concise in her response, simply telling God, "Yes, I was deceived, and yes, I ate the fruit." Unlike Adam, she doesn't try to throw her spouse under the bus, and appears to take responsibility for her.
That's a key fact. Another reason why I fuck with Eve, because Eve is accountable. Did you hear that, sir? Did you hear that, sir? Sir, did you hear what he said right there, sir? Eve is accountable, sir. Lilith, she wasn't accountable. Lilith ran. Adam said, "Hey, I want to get on top." One time during sex, she said, "No, I'm on top. I'm higher than you. I'm a woman," and ran. She ran off. She divested. See? That's why I say, guys, make sure you hit that like button, guys. 'Cause this premium content. I don't know where you go to get your information, but please park that shit at the door. Because we make sense over here. We make sense out of everything we say. Now, it wouldn't be two creations in our basic instructions before leaving Earth if it wasn't two women we need to look out for. And it's a fact that Eve is more responsible than Adam. Adam threw her under the bus. So these beta males, these little hell of a sons running around here, thinking they know everything with their little know-it-all helmet on, need to stop. Need to stop. Eve is not your enemy. Eve is not your enemy. Lilith, she's the enemy, guys. She didn't want to be accountable. Eve, she took her punishment for eating the apple and went on to never be mentioned again in the Bible, other than the Cain and Abel story. Lilith, we still looking for that woman. That spirit's still out here. Because we sent 3 angels after her, and they brokered a deal with her, where she would protect the rainbow, the brightness. She would protect the brightness kids, the kids with the brightness. She's only protecting them. Any other kid, she gonna destroy. And we see that. What's the AB rates for our community? What's the AB rates? The child deletion numbers, guys. Because she's holding up on her promise, guys. We want to play dumb. We want to go with what Lucifer and government Satan Zaddy telling us that it's the man's. And we know it's the women causing all of the destruction. And it ain't Eve. I'm going to tell you that right now. Eve just dumb. We know that our sisters are some of the most impressionable sisters on the planet. Just dumb. But they not evil. They just dumb. Guys, another bad trait of it, but aside from being with the slutty mindset and the bad attitude, you know what I mean, which makes them breeders and recreational use only. Wink, wink. They got this victimized. They like to victimize themselves. They love to victimize themselves. If you ever notice a hood rat, she get out there, she be mad wild and jump up in men's faces. She do anything to get herself knocked out so that then she can be the victim. These are the strongest and the most powerful victims I've ever seen. You see it on the regular in my chat. They will jump and attack me, right? We over here talking about personal growth and development. We over here talking the truth with proof. And they will attack me as if that, and then when I say something back, then they the victim. As soon as I say something back to them, they the victim now. But they jumped at me. You know what I mean? Hood rat. So you could pretty much tell what they are by their actions. Remember, stop letting people tell you who they are, because they think that they could tell you who they are. We're in social media world where niggas then created a created character, and they think we supposed to give them respect for their created character when their character in reality suck. You gonna get the respect you do based off what you do in reality, man. You know what I mean? Always want to cry. Always want to talk crazy big bad stuff, and then cry. Watch out for these females, bro. Ultimate delusion, guys. The next trait, ultimate delusion, bro. And that's because when you go through life with the fake vanity, when you go through life putting out fakeness, you got a lot of simps out here that's gaslighting these women. That's telling, oh, you look so pretty, you look so this, you look so that. It's a whole lie, because she know when she not dolled up like this, when she not dressed like this, she know how she look. She know how she look. But they got guys out here telling these women, oh, you so beautiful, queen, and this and that. And so they're in an ultimate delusion, bro. They in so, you know I ain't lying. These women is in so, them hood rats, that is. See, Eve ain't in the delusion that bad. Her delusion just fairy tale because of what the world promoted. These women done lied to themselves, the bad ones, that is, the hood rats, the Proverbs 7 women. They done lied to themselves so much that they are headed past delusion, headed straight into hallucination, and they want us to believe it because they believe in the lies now. Go look up what hallucinating is, guys. That's what they are doing now. The bad ones. They actually believe that they fake hair and they fake butt is theirs. Ask a bitch. This is mine. I bought it. This is my hair. I bought it. Like, bro, that's delusional, man. Man, that's delusional. Sister, you got to go fix that, sis. You want a real man, but you're okay with being delusional. Man, you're not going to get a real man like that, man. You're going to get a real simp, but you're not going to get a real man. These women really think that they hair, they fake hair, them hair hats is their hair, and that ass is theirs, just because they bought it, bro. Shit crazy.
There's people walking around out here that are soulless avatars simply operating on matrix programming. They're living, but they're not alive. And they're all around us. They're all over the place. People that have never woken up to who they truly actually are. They simply are operating on the code that they've been programmed and given since they were born, since they were even in the womb and at gestation. The same code, just running on programming, never exceeding the programming, never reprogramming the programming, never editing it, never hacking themselves, just running on the pure code and living a complete lie, believing that they're alive, but they're not.
Spike TFA. A real man like you sitting and complaining. Oh, so we know what time you is. See how you could just pull mindset. Remember, they share their mindset. They tell us who we are. I ain't asked this man to tell. I ain't asked this bro or this woman to tell me anything about themselves, right? I ain't asked them their business. But you see the mental illness in this, how people will share their business with you and expect you to be stupid, right? You know what I mean? You see how it is. And we see this every day. Every day I go live. Every day we see a few of them that don't want to be grouped and categorized as one and all, but they all sound the same. They all react the same. Now they all looking the same, and they all say the same dumb shit. So they're the same.
What you need to do is stop playing. You might have all these crusty, dusty musties tricked, but you ain't tricking us.
You said, but what Lilith do though? Lilith did everything. Lilith started feminism. Lilith is the face of feminism in your community, whatever community that is. Stay away from Lilith. That's what Lilith did. You know what I mean? Lilith did not do what God said. That's what Lilith did. You fucking with people that don't listen to God? You fucking with people that got beef with God? You know what I mean? And last but not least, guys, the self-hate in these Lilith. Lilith hate herself, bro. Lilith, she absolutely hate herself, bro. And anybody that hate themselves cannot love anything. Understand that. That's the biggest difference between Lilith and Eve. Eve don't hate herself, bro, like Lilith. Lilith absolutely despises who she are. When she look in the mirror, she don't like who she is. She don't like what she see. She don't like her past. She don't like her childhood. But she ain't gonna address it. She just gonna wear it on her sleeve and just be angry because hurt people hurt people. And that's why you get the pushback. When you start telling the truth, you start triggering people with those experiences that they thought that they had it so buried. They thought they had it buried. Remember, they don't address it. They don't go and see about this sickness that's in them. So they walk around and try to hide it. And then when the minute they hear somebody and it flare up, they get emotional and react. The way they react. You know what I mean? And that's sad. But that's the self-hate in them. To the point where any female that calls a man who's addressing issues in the black community, any female that call him a self-hater or he hate himself or he hate his mother, that's a red flag right there. That's the hater right there. She is the op. Soon as she open her big fat black mouth with the, oh, he hate himself, ain't your mama black? Those are all indicators of self-hate. You know what I mean? Those are all indicators of self-hate. And a person that hates themselves cannot love you. Stop looking for fairy tales in women that been living a whole nightmare, bro. You know what I mean? Stop looking for fairy tales. Yes, a lot of what I say does go for both ways. Unfortunately, a lot of what I say, the men are absorbing it. The men are moving. The men are changing the laws of their mind at an alarming rate. It's the women. It's the women who is not taken to this information because of everything I just said on this live. They have a know-it-all spirit with them. They have a, I ain't gotta listen to a man's spirit with them, and they're just not getting these agendas. They're not figuring it out as fast as the men are figuring it out. You know what I mean? So yeah, you're right. But it makes no sense in calling that out if the women are if the women are only calling that out so that they can remain stupid and we could go look at the people that they want us to look at, then it don't make no sense in you saying that vice versa bullshit. You know what I mean? It only makes sense is if you're going to fix your shit. We can say vice versa for everything. You know what I mean? We can say vice versa for everything. But again, it ultimately comes down to the good women do not call the hood rats out. That is what's holding back the black community. Because the good black women do not call the bad black women out. Now, I don't know what go on in the other communities, but in the black community, the so-called good black women are not calling out the bad black women because both of these women benefit from the benefits of feminism and women empowerment. So being that it's only 20% of good sisters, So, good sisters, you do know you're outnumbered. Is that why you don't call out the majority, because y'all outnumbered? If you think you outnumbered now, wait till they get rid of the man. Wait till they get rid of me. When they get rid of the last masculine leader in the community, what you think gonna happen? 20% of sisters with sense. What do you think gonna happen? Because we know, you know your nature, you know female nature. Female nature got the strength with something. Female nature got the strength. So after y'all kill off the last masculine man, right? Take me, once y'all kill off me, right? Sisters with sense, once you let them knock your bro off, your big bro off, what you think gonna happen? God forbid if you light skin. God forbid if you're a light skinned sister with sense. Woo. Woo. You next on the board. You next up, sis. He gonna do you how they do you, boy. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. But y'all, it's been a real live today, man. It's been a real live, man. I see we got some super chats. Man, we got King Grove with the $2 super chat, man. I appreciate you. I know what you want to hear, man. I know what you want to hear.
What's wrong with y'all niggas? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, black women? What's wrong with you voting for Barack Obama? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? You niggas are crazy.
Yeah, they are. The toxic ring scandals with the $5. Salute to you, man. Much love and appreciation, man. Y'all make sure if you like wrestling content, y'all go check them out, bro. Don't forget to stop by our new wrestling channel, the Figure 4 TV, for those of you that like wrestling content and just like nosy shit. Anyway, just go there. You're gonna love it, man. Guys, also don't forget to shop Mr. Goodbread, yo. I'll be dropping the link before the show close. In fact, let me get that up right now. Before I get into the shout outs part of the live. Man, I really appreciate y'all. Really appreciate y'all for y'all attention, y'all time. Y'all know what time it is, man. Guys, if my guy Don Jeter is in the house, Don Jeter, before you go dropping 200 and 100 in the, go to the link, man, and order yourself something nice, man, for your donation, man. Cause you be over here spending cash, man. I appreciate you, man. I greatly appreciate you. But I'm so G'd up. I always want you to get something for your buck. So, you know what I mean? You can support the channel and get you something nice. Get you something fly, bro. Know what I mean? No flex. So the link is dropped, guys. That's the shop. You can find something, even if it's a phone case, a mug, caps. Know what I mean? We got something for everybody. You know what I mean? Let's get to these shout outs, man. Oh, hold on. How did I forget? That's crazy, bro. I know I downloaded that damn video, but we'll get to that later then. Fuck it. Sheesh, man. Ken Hannon, man. Salute to you, Ken. Been a long time supporter of the channel. Back when I was stumbling over words. You know what I mean? I ain't have it right. But I wasn't going to stop me. I'm not a procrastinator, so I'm going to always jump out there. And I'll swim. I'll learn. But I'm going to get it out there. Salute to you, Ken Hannon. Word, man. Hold on. Before I get to Ken, I already know what Toxic Ring want to hear. Because it's the truth. This is a Lilith right here, guys. Keep in mind, this is a Lilith.
You hit it from the back, beating my shit in. I asked you why I feel like that. You said feel like what? I tell you meat to meat. You said you took the rubber off. So I'm throwing it back even harder. You tell me you got the nut, so I'm throwing it back even harder. You got the one hand on the neck, one thumb in ass, hitting my shit, beating it the fuck in. Now you nut. You leave the money on the dresser for a plan B. 2 days later, you calling my phone asking me, did I take what? I left the money on the dresser for the plan what?
Demon, guys. Remember, Lilith tries to intimidate you with seductive because she needs your seed. All Lilith want is your kid, bro. She needs your kid because that's the quickest way to drag you to her leader. Her leader is Lucifer, the government. Do it make sense? That's at the end of the day, that's the one who convinced her to turn turncoat. You know what I mean? God told Lucifer he was going to create the world and Adam. Lucifer got jealous. Lucifer said, all right, I bet you that I'm going to turn that bitch. He said, that first bitch you create from the soil, I'm going to turn that bitch. I'm going to get her. You kick me out of this shit. You kick me out of here, I'm going to get you. And that's how that went, bro. The government is our enemy, bro. Not the white man. All right, y'all, let's get to these shout outs, man. All right, hold on. Ken, hold on. Let me play Ken's shout out real quick.
I don't even care no more. All y'all going to hell. My wife is going to hell. My kids is going to hell. You are going to hell. Everybody, you going to hell. Stop playing. You going to hell. You going to hell too. You're going to be the lead musician in hell with the devil. You going to hell. Hell. Everybody, don't play no more. Hell. To everybody.
King Grove said, good women add value to a man's life. 3 or 4s don't. That's a fact, guys. Remember, you ain't got to game no good woman. You ain't got to kick game and all that dumb shit. You ain't got to red pill her. All you got to do is tell her your game plan. And if she gonna roll, she gonna roll. If not, get out of there, beat it. You know what I mean? Now the modern women, them Liliths, those are the ones you're gonna have to game if you want to mess with them. And it's a lot of time. Takes a lot of time gaming these sisters. So time is money, bro. Yes, and it's not automatically money because time will be wasted if you're not making money with that time. So don't let that go to your head either. Don't believe the hype. All right, let's get these shout outs going, man. VDK, what's going on? OG, salute to you, my guy. Much love. You know, we doing it how we do it today. Today, I did it. I had to show my skills. I had to go in the Raptors. No love, Dorsey. You know what I mean? No love, Dorsey. No reactions. None of that. Just straight facts, straight truth, straight spiritual warfare. You know what I mean? For those of you that think, he always got to do this, or he always got to do this. I could do whatever I want. I could do whatever I want and make it great. See, and I be beating people to the punch. You know what I mean? That's how prepared I am in this game. Because I know what you're going to say. I know what all my haters say. I know what they're going to, he just be doing this. He just be doing that. He can only, they got to try to put you in a box first before they discredit you. They can't fuck with you, but they got to discredit you. Know what I mean? Maybe put this one down, yo. My guy, One Mike, salute. Trying to trap dudes, absolutely. Mountain Jesus, keep up the good work, man. You're going to make it to 1 million subs before you know it. Much love. I believe that, bro. I believe that anything powered by God that ain't afraid to put God first, the real God first, that shit is going to win, bro. If I was doing anything unholy, bro, I would have been lost. You see, dudes they be having that hot 15 minutes of fame, bro. I ain't going nowhere. And it's on y'all. If y'all let me go somewhere, that's on y'all. You know what I mean? I don't even think my good brothers ain't even letting. I ain't even trying to hear that, bro. I know I have the best chat, bro. I have the best chat. I have the best supporters. I have the realest supporters. We ain't got to sit up here and gaslight each other, bro. Desdu, what's up, Desdu? She said tragic. Desdu says, no one wants to be held accountable these days, women and men alike. You're right. The ones that, and if you notice, it's the ones raised by the single mother. It's the ones that's raised by the single mothers that's bringing the problems. The men that's raised by a single mother and the women that's raised by a single hell of a mother. You know what I mean? Anna Orlando said, I love myself. You better. My girl, Gail, when I call some sisters out, I don't get the support. I think I should get from the men. I learned that only the women they like can be held accountable. Whoa, she's on to something here. Hold on. Miss Gail on to something. Let me read that again. When I call some sisters out, I don't get the support I think I should get from the men. That's a fact. But those ain't men, Miss Gail. We know who those are. Those ain't men. Those are simping forces. You know what I mean? Those are simping forces. Those ain't men. Those are emasculated male boys. Emasculated male men. And it's a lot of them in this section. A lot of them won't speak up for a real woman. A lot of them could see a Lilith attack a Eve, and these dumb niggas go cape for the Eve because she looked better. A damn shame, yo. But you spot on with that, Gail. A damn shame, bro. Don't just be another brick in the wall, too. Lilith is a demon spirit. Thank you for helping them out. Because sometimes they just be trying to distract me from running the show. So I'm going to need y'all good breads to just hold them down, bro. Hold them down because I can't pay attention to everybody. My guy, Miguel. Salute, my guy. Haro Menix. What's going on, man? He can't get over the fact. You keep calling me Dave Chappelle, man. I'll take that. I've been called Big Dave Chappelle, Big L, shit, P. Diddy. Shit, man, the list goes on, man. Just don't forget me. Don't forget me. You can call me whatever you want. Just don't forget me. That's all. Mohammed, what's going on? Why are you wearing glasses? I'm wearing glasses because, you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm still new at this, but it helped me articulate. The glasses is a psychological trick to help me with my articulation and help me with my speech. You know what I mean? A lot of people, they went to like speech classes before the internet was a thing. A lot of people went to those. I never spent money or time going to that. So it's now that I'm working on that. See, I worked on other things, but that's why I put the glasses on because it helps me with my nerves. I'm not ready to do a whole live looking at you in your eyeballs, like, you know what I mean? Got to give me some time. But if you notice, when I have my shades on, you hear less nah mean, because nah mean is that's my comfort word to get me to think, because I don't come up here with scripts. I don't sit here and write what I'm going to cater to your itching ear. I come with a topic, and then it comes off my head, off of what I've seen, what I've analyzed. So that's why I wear the shades. It's just helped me be comfortable. It's just a comfort thing with me. You know what I mean? Good question. And that's what I like. I'd rather you ask a question. You know what I mean? Can't nobody knock you for asking the question, bro. And anybody get crazy, they'll let you know their emotions, how their emotions set up. You know what I mean? But that's a good question. Soupy Car, what's going on? What it is, man? What's up? Can a nigga get in them? Nah. Spike TFA, what up? My guy, Irv Ken. Calabishburg. But what Lilith do, though? Yeah, she's a feminist. Perk 10, what's going on, Perk 10? Alariza, what up, my homie? What's going on, my geyser? Where's the music at? Production, where's the music at, man? You can't have that music going off. Where we at? Anna, I said Anna. I say it again. Anna, what's going on, Anna? They are demanding and want expensive things from their men when they don't work themselves but buy me. Right. But we digress. It makes a whole lot of sense to me. I never got that. The men are dusty when the men don't want to give them free shit. Then it never made sense to me. So you're gonna call a man dusty because he don't want to give you a free meal that you didn't work for, that you did nothing for. Okay, I get it. Xavier, what's going on? Lots of women out there that look down on guys for having a normal job. While let's be honest, 6-figure guys ain't going after 410 used. That's a fact. And let's be honest, the average 85% of black men don't want to be rich. We don't want to be rich. The more money, the more problems. We just want to be okay. We are simple creatures. Men in general, black men, white men, everybody, man, we are simple creatures, bro. All we need is some food, our right hand, and a purpose. And we set. As long as we got an outlet that allows us to put some points up, don't matter how much the points is, as long as we have an outlet that allow us to put some points up, we fed, and our balls are empty, we okay, bro. And we can do all 3 of those things ourselves. Because besides they crib, the Liliths is getting men. The Liliths got options because of what government Satan Daddy gave them. Government Satan Daddy gave them the free crib. That's what they use to trap their options, bro. They're not trapping, they're not getting men with skills and actually being a great woman, a great partner, a builder, a help me. They're getting men because they got the key piece of that man's survival. You know what I mean? You ever tried to be a man and your mother didn't leave you a crib in her name, so you got to go through the shelter system to get your crib? You're not even getting a crib. You're gonna go through the shelter system to get a 4-corner room. And you gotta share a bathroom. And you're gonna pay damn near just as much as these sisters is paying in them free cribs. So do you see why they got the big incentive to get dumb niggas to go on over? This is why you see a woman with all of these things and she'll have a bum that she could control. Ain't no real man gonna let you control them or manipulate them with anything. And that's the biggest problem, bro. Shut up, man. This chick is stupid, yo. This is a female right here. Bro sound like he easy to manipulate. I sound like I'm easy to manipulate. I do? So, okay, I'm gonna drop this link, and I want you to come on this link, and I want you to tell me a story. I want you to sell me on your victim story. I want you to tell me where you are at in your life. Riffs, all right? Since I'm a race bait. This is probably a white woman at that. So, Riff, you jump your little white ass on this link, and you show me how I'm a race bait. You know what I mean? When I've been very clear today. I know I've been very clear. So I have the time. Sometimes I can come off as a mean race baiter. I can, because I don't mind. I'll call you a cracker. I don't give a fuck. I will call you a cracker. I'll call a nigga. So I know how I am. But see, the fact that I know me means you can't tell me nothing about me. You can't, but you can tell me about you. So just jump your ass on this link. The opposite of a cookie. You jumped your ass on this link, all right? And you Negroes, you could take me up on my offer too. Cause this is around the time of the stream where we get crazy. We want to turn into flying roaches and shit. You know what I mean? Cause the truth is too much to handle. It hurt. Oh my God, James Gall is in the build. This man, James Gall. I ain't even gonna tell nobody. James Gall is a scientist. James Gall probably worked for he gotta be working for Bill Gates or one of them or something like that, man. Him, Don G, y'all doing something, man. And we got my guy one Midike in the building.
Yo, what's good, man? Yo, this is what I don't get, bruh. A lot of them cats that be in the fucking chat, man. Yo, stop talking y'all shit and get on this fucking StreamYard, man. And don't forget to cam up. Y'all know y'all little internet fucking keyboard gangsters and shit never had the balls to come up in here and mess with Ock, man. Y'all know ain't nobody kicking out this live content like Mr. Goodbread. Y'all already know. You know what I'm saying? We already got people up in here that already know what the deal is. We already know what time it is, and we ain't fucking around with y'all, man. Y'all already know the deal. We over here, we spitting that real shit. So y'all could go ahead and talk that good shit about my boy, Mr. Goodbread, but y'all already know the truth, man. The truth will always set you free. And y'all, for the rest of y'all flying roaches, we got that sticky trap for y'all. Y'all go ahead, y'all run on that sticky trap and y'all call. Y'all trying to get the legs up. Y'all try to call out. Y'all homeboys, help, stuck on the sticky trap. It's too late. That's called accountability. We calling y'all motherfuckers out. For real. If y'all got the balls and y'all talking all that good shit, come on, jump on this live stream, man. Don't talk behind the fucking keyboard and shit. Jump your ass on this live stream. The link is in the chat. Let's go. Let's get it. And that's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna yield, man.
That's a fact, y'all. Don't be scared now. Where was I at? Oh, hold on, my guy. What we seeing? What is it? James, what ad live you? What ad live, man? What we listening to now? What we looking at? Money Bowl? Bird Breakfast Club? Bird Breakfast Club. So you're a bird. So you'll jump in. Are you gonna jump in and add something productive, or are you just gonna jump in blindly being dumb? You know what I mean? Because I don't like people like that. I don't like people that think just because you fight, you're tough. Like, you're a dummy. You know what I mean? We get into fights to win. We don't get into fights to get our ass whipped and then talk about, oh, at least I fought. You know what I mean? So are you coming on this stream to add something, or are you coming on this stream to be destructive and get your feelings hurt and then get disrespected and turn into a victim? You know what I mean? And we going with the Money Bowl. Cause they know they pieces of shit. They know they full of shit.
Motherfucker, keep on. You gonna get shot too, nigga. You gonna get shot. God bless the food, goddammit. God bless the food. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna end this goddamn thing. Look, where's that goddamn money bowl at? Who got that money bowl? We taking that money right now before you leave this bitch. We ain't leaving out here for free, motherfucker.
The link is dropped. Bird Breakfast Club, yo. So the birds of a feather flock together until Mr. Goodbread entered the cage. Yeah. Let's go, Bird. Click that link, Bird. Click that link. While you decide if you're gonna click the link or not, I'm gonna finish these shout outs. You know what I mean? I haven't lost yet. Do know that. Askino, what's going on, man? It's just real. That's all. Ronnie, what's going on, Ronnie? Factual. No plans, yo. It's just a regular day to me. Salute to the fallen soldiers. It's a regular day to me. We don't play calendar games. We don't play calendar dodgeball. Calendar can't force me to make no money. Force me to spend my money. So they got all of y'all running out buying hot dogs and grills and charcoal and stupid shit, right? When they're gonna have y'all do the same thing next month for 4th of July, right? And then another time right after that, right? Guys, y'all got to be, you could have grilled yesterday, man. We had grilled food yesterday at my house. So we ain't waiting for the government to tell us to cook out today. And that's how y'all gotta be. Damn, just last month they told y'all niggas that mothers, to spend your money on the mothers. These lousy, sorry ass mothers. Right? Y'all ain't broke, y'all ain't tired of spending? Y'all ain't tired of spending y'all money? Miss Ashland, what's going on, Miss Ashland? Thermal, I like that name. What you smoking? Oh, that was some Zaza right there, bro. Fly Valley. My God, Fly Valley. That one guy. Where you at, man? It don't take long for people to jump on these links now. And don't get all dolled up. You ain't got to put on your makeup, hair done, and all that. Get on natural, man, because I don't care how you look. You ain't gonna fool me no way, no how anyway. So you ain't got to do your makeup, put your lips and all that on, man. You ain't got to do that. You ain't even got the cam up. I don't even need to see you. As long as I know how you think, that's all I need to know. You know what I mean? All we need to know is how you think Tell him one, Mike.
Yo, man, where this nigga Bird at, man? I'm over here. I'm waiting for you, yo. You don't see me in the chat, nigga. I'm over here. I want all the smoke, man. Get your ass in here. Hurry up. Wasting my time, man.
That
you
one
at?
guy. That's it.
Yeah.
Guy.
Keyboard warrior ass type of dude, man. Get your ass up in here, man. We waiting on you like a man, bro. What's good? Run that fade, man. Run that E fade, bro.
Man,
shit, what up?
I can't wait till the metaverse. I can't wait till the metaverse start moving towards the new technology that they're rolling out. When this trolling shit is not gonna be, you're not gonna be able to troll no more because everything gonna be virtual. Where at least I get to see you, so it'll be blocked. Jaslyn with a stripper name. I never met a traditional conservative Jaslyn. You know what I mean? All the Jaslyns I know been hoes. I ain't even gonna tell you. All the Jaslyns I know, they designer hoes too. They think that designer make them real. And that designer don't make you real, bro. Sis, being able to intake the truth so that you can fix yourself, that's what make you real. A lot of y'all think y'all real and y'all not. Tell you that right now. A lot of y'all be around these fake ass people, your little circle of friends, all y'all fake. And I'll tell all of y'all that. You know what I mean? Got me to the shot caller, because y'all got a shot caller in your group. You got that one loudmouth chick that she might have won 2 or 3 fights, and now y'all all scared of her. So because y'all all scared of her, y'all think everybody else supposed to be scared of her. Y'all listen to her. We ain't listening to her. That's where y'all get your information from. About mans and everything. And she ain't got no sense. You know what I mean? Fix your mental health, sis. Men telling the truth don't make them incels, man. I can't be an incel, bro. I got more girls than you got sisters and brothers, sis. Stop playing with me. And that be the part that y'all don't understand. When you ain't out here trying to control people and you ain't out here lying and eating crab legs, manipulating people, everything, all you got to do is show up. All I got to do is show up, man. And it's popping. It's popping. Ronnie, what up? He said, I'm a white man. Salute, Ronnie. And salute all my white bread supporters, bro. We gonna need y'all.
Yo,
Yes,
hold up. Hold on, I just want to say one thing. Man, where the fuck is Bird at, man? Still waiting for this nigga, man. Get your ass up in here.
Bird ain't coming. He ain't coming. He ain't coming, bro. You know Bird ain't stupid. Bird done flew away. Bird flew away, boy. That boy said, "Foo." He ain't a flying bird. He a bird.
About to give him to a New York style, son. Pigeon on him, bro. Just straight shit all over this dude.
Right? What happened to that boy? What happened to that boy? Yes, we gonna do that, man. We gonna continue, man. They can't cancel me. Trust me. By now, they done went to YouTube and they done pressed every button. They done pressed every button. The hard feminists, the old ones, them 60-year-old women who thought men were supposed to stay stupid for the longest. They went to YouTube and they done tried to find any button they can press to get rid of me. And I'm still here. Zone, we got the co-producer. Zone is, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, bro. Zone created this monster. I don't know if he gonna share with y'all the truth, but he created this monster, boy. Zone, what up?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The booty is where the doo-doo is, boy. Yo, salute to Mr. Goodbread. Salute to everybody in the chat, the Righteous Fear, all the good breads. Hold on one second. Let me switch over to my earpiece here, because it's about to die. Okay.
Oh yeah. We
good.
We need the clear zone, because zone be cooking, man.
Yes,
sir.
Yeah.
Jumped to 900 yesterday, boy. Zone gave up. Whew.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yo, one thing you touched on. Well, you touched on a lot of things, but you know, I try to always go below the surface. You know, when you say things and when other content creators that are not about BS say things, because what I notice is when you have a what I like to call a stream of consciousness, you don't realize how impactful certain things that are said really are until you actually slow it down and think about it and process it, and then possibly, go back and replay and listen. When you brought up Cassie, and when you brought up the fact that she's an Eve and she's not a Lilith, I think a lot of people, that went over a lot of people's heads, because what they're seeing on the surface level is, well, she was complicit in his lifestyle, and she was with him for the fame and the riches and the luxury. But what struck me is that Eve's, this is how you know if your chick is an Eve. Eves are kept women. So if you are in a relationship and your chick is like, you don't make enough money, I'm leaving, or the joint you played yesterday, I thought we was gonna go to Papa Do's. You've been driving this same rusty, dusty, busted car since I met you. Why you always wear them same pair of shoes every day? If you are with a woman that is constantly either trying to make you bounce, or she's trying to find 1,000,001 excuses for her to bounce, that's not an Eve. I used to think, I got an aunt, right? That's with my uncle on my mom's side. And, salute to my uncle. He changed his life. He used to be an alcoholic, and, with alcohol, it unleashes spirits. That's why they call liquor spirits, right? And so the spirit that it would always unleash in him was a violent one. And it really was actually an abusive one. And everybody in his house suffered, from his wife to his daughters. And we used to think, why is my aunt staying with him? Like he's kind of a shitty dude. Like what's the deal with that, right? But she saw something in him that nobody else saw, right? And now she's reaping the benefits of her persistence in not giving up, because she had 3 kids with this man.
That's the only thing that these modern women did not steal from grandma's closet. They stole the wig, they stole everything else, except for that stay down, except for that integrity, that grit, that strength in staying down for the cause.
Right. And ladies, I just want to make this perfectly clear. Men too, men and ladies. I'm not saying that it's right for a man to put his hands on his woman. No man should put his hands on his woman unjustly. There's a very few situations where a man should actually be putting his hands on a woman, and even in those situations, because the law is not on our side, you still gotta be careful, right? So Eves are gonna be kept women. They're gonna be the women that they literally gonna stick in there through thick and thin. They're literally, it ain't gonna take till due to us death. That vow, the marriage vow, right? Till death do we part, or whatever. It ain't gonna take that. Those words ain't even gotta come out of your mouth. They just automatically, if you that guy, if they like you, if they are attracted to you, they're gonna be a kept woman. So I just want to throw that out there for all the dudes. If you got a chick that's giving you any type of adversity, any type of not making you, of not, of trying to embarrass you, that is not an Eve. my lady right now, right? We've been talking for over a year now, right? And I remember when I told you, Good Bread, I told the Bell, told a few other people, you know, it's like, and she is a black woman, right? I know y'all were a little bit concerned, you know what I'm saying? Y'all were a little bit concerned, but I'm not. I told my chick, look, I'm 35. I'm not changing. I am who I am. All this love stuff is cool, but that's not, you know what I mean? That's not me. I am who I am. I show my love through my work. You know what I mean? That's how I show my love. When I get out here every single day and I do what I do, and I'm making this money and I'm hustling and I'm up in the mornings, up at night. That's how I show my love. Because everybody is a recipient of what I do. I said, look, when we be out in public, and you know I live in Phoenix, right? So it's summertime, women ain't wearing no clothes. So we be out in places. So I told her, I'm like, yo, I do got a straying eye. Cause I like women. If a woman is looking, you know what I mean? If a woman got some cleavage out or and she walk across my path, I'm not saying I'm gonna break my neck, but if she walk across my path, you know what I'm saying? I like women. I've always liked women. That's what I like. You feel me? Like I told her, you know, and the one thing I did tell her is that I will never disrespect her. I will never feel like she's not contributing. I will never minimalize her role in my life. So I am aware that I do have guidelines, and that's not simpish. That's just being a grown man. You feel me? And a lot of y'all dudes, y'all be listening to so much of this red pill BS and listen to these content creators that you're scared to be your own man.
And
a lot of y'all are actually
zone. That's what I meant when I said we content creators, we hold a responsibility and we are accountable for letting guys know. Listen, I'm giving you a set standard, my standard. I hold standards because I've reached this level of success. Now, if you haven't reached my level of success, the standards that I hold, you shouldn't be your standards, bro, because you're gonna be around a certain style of women, and that's your options. That's your option pool. You get what I'm saying? Your standards gotta match your option pool, or you're playing yourself. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and shout out to Gail at night in the chat. Yo, Gail, I got the cuffs. I'm coming for you. I done pulled your file. I got the cuffs. She calling me the feds in the chat. I got the cuffs. Nah, but you know, but I brought up all of that because you know, oftentimes when you do give a woman a little bit of attention, when by even just looking, you know what I'm saying? A lot of women they get defensive and they get all butthurt and they get all in their feelings. And trust me, over this past year, I've deliberately done things to see if she's gonna walk away. I've been waiting on the day that she's like, yo, I'm not fucking with this nigga no more. I've been waiting on that day. I've been pushing certain buttons, and again, I know the realm to do that. I know what's too far and what's not too far. You feel me? So I just wanted to bring that up real quick. Is that and Eve is going to be a kept woman, and it ain't nothing fly about not wanting. When you hear all this independent stuff and like you said, that Rihanna song at the beginning of the chat, work. It's sexy as hell when a woman wants to grind and work for you, for her man. If she wants to contribute that to her household, I don't find anything fly and sexy about women that just want to get out here and work for a Birkin bag or to go on a girls trip. Ain't nothing fly and sexy about that. You a bum. You're those type of women to me are the equivalent of street niggas who clown square ass niggas, but the square ass niggas got more money than me, more money than them, are successful. while you claiming you want to brag and you want to bang about being a street nigga, but you a broke ass street nigga. But the squares is more successful and got more paper than you. But you want to claim that you a street nigga. Though the chicks that work for Birkin bags and vacations, the street nigga and them, they're one and the same. They're just opposite sex.
Facts. Somebody said it. At least somebody said it. Like, and that's what it is, yo. Good sisters with sense and my good breads. We collateral damage. All we gotta do is pour into ourselves, bro. All we gotta do is pour in ourselves. Do not go stepping into this dating pool with these hell of a sons and these hell of a daughters, bro. It's between them. The fight is between single mother raised sons, single mother raised daughters that did not go see about themselves. You get that? Because you could be single mother raised, I'm single mother raised. But if you go see about yourself, you will begin to notice the agendas. You will begin to know what time it is. It's only them kids and the men and women that did not go see about themselves. So they walking around here like zombies. They think they're alive, but they really not. Those are the ones, and we got to stay away from them. We can't let our temptations, because we all got it. We all got that bug. The good women and the real men. Real men get got by these hoes every now and then. The fucking hoe in us flare up, just like the good women get got by the pookie, because that attention and that attraction to dysfunction, it flares up in the good woman too. You know what I mean?
Hey.
This is why the good women always end up with an asshole, and the good men always end up with a prostitute.
Hey, good bread. So we got a question in the chat that says, why test someone though? And my question back to that would be, why not test someone? I'm gonna tell you right now, 90% of you women out there are failures. 90% of you women out there are failures. Because a lot of y'all don't know how to cook. You don't know how to clean. You complain about taking care of children. You complain about having to be faithful to one man. All you do is complain. And the reason that relationships are in the state that they're in today as a whole is because of you women. It ain't because of the man. It's like what Mr. Goodbread said at earlier in the live. For men to thrive and be successful, we only need a few things. One of them is food. Another thing is we need a job or something to get money, and we need an empty ball sack. So as long as we have those things, we can thrive and be successful. So that's why we got to test you women. You think I'm gonna put a baby in you and without testing you to make sure that you gonna be able to take care of my seed and be able to hold the house down when I'm gone, take care of business? Why not test? Are you scared that you're gonna fail the test? Because only a person that's scared of failure is gonna ask a question like that. If a man does not test you, you might want to think twice about the man that you're with, because that's saying that he's okay with any old straggly, dangly little thing that's gonna come into his life.
And you see, I'm glad that question was asked, and I love the way you answered that, because the test is the dating process. If we wasn't already programmed and conditioned to, as soon as you meet a person, fuck them, and then y'all automatically together, you know what I mean? Then while we dating, and remember, dating consists of, you don't worry about who's in my phone. You don't worry about who's in my phone. We are testing each other right now, so that this way you can let me be who I need to be. I can let you be who you need to be, and then I see if that worked for me. You will see if that worked for you. But we got to go back now, because it's the way we date. We all programmed to be wrong. We all programmed with dating wrong. We shaming people. We shaming girls because they got condoms in their pocket. Like, I'll beat you up if I catch any of you red pill dudes. I'm running down on your channel, bro. If I'm on YouTube and I'm listening and I hear any of you so-called red pill men talk about a woman with condoms in her pocket and you shame and bash that woman, I'm running up on you, bro. Straight up, I'm telling you now, because we got to get back to the truth. And the truth is, she gonna fuck whoever she wanna fuck, as long as she protect that coochie, bro, and keep it honest.
That's a fact. And I'm gonna tell you like this right here. Since I started talking to my lady, I ain't winning no other chicks. I ain't laid with no other chicks. It's a lot of chicks out there that can't say the same. You see, I can say, yo, I'm not doing this for a year, or I'm not doing this for 6 months, X, Y, Z. A lot of these women out here, they don't have the discipline. And a test does not mean games. A test means exactly what it says. A test is a test. If you don't got no kids, and I'm like, hey, babe, I need $1,000, and you've been working 40, 50, 60, 80 hours a week, and you can't give me $1,000, we got a problem.
Yeah,
So nah, a test, a test, yeah, a test is not a game. And again, once you reach a certain age, and see, look, this is why all this why I don't feel sorry for single mothers and women like Cassie that get beat on and kicked on. You know why? Because y'all are grown women. You're grown women. You're grown women out here having babies. You're grown women out here sleeping with men. You're grown women out here paying bills. You're grown women taking vacations. You're grown women doing whatever the hell you want to do in this life. So the same way that society holds men accountable, when we break the law, we naturally get held accountable by the law and other men. But women get to get out here and they get to live the perfect, beautiful life. They can have as many kids as they want. They can get as much assistance as they want. There's always going to be a simp out here ready to save them at any time. Hell yeah, we got to test you, because y'all ain't got no discipline. Y'all ain't got no discipline. You have none. And yeah, it's a lot of broke, dusty men out here, but this ain't about the men. It's about the women right now. It's a lot of broke, dusty women out here.
And we shedding them some advice on this is how real men think, ladies. Like, so you let it go over your head if you want. This is how real men think. That was the whole thing. Today's live was giving you a perspective of how real men see modern women, whatever color you want to be. And this is how we see it. We see y'all as two different beings, two different spirits. You have an Eve and a Lilith. So it's spot on. You got to test. Because if you don't test, you're not going to know. You know what I mean? You know why men test women? Because Rome wasn't built in a day, but it'll burn in one. So if you let the wrong female in your Rome, likewise, ladies, even though there is no examples, you can't show me one example of a female who ranked up not off of a man and then had a man pull her down. There's not one single female. Not one. But we can name endless amount. It's in the Bible that a man, an alpha, got his whole shit got because of a woman.
That's a fact.
So that's
and I'm gonna say this too. I'm gonna say this too with all the pushback. If you can give your government zaddy, if you can give the man at your job 100%, 1,000% every single day, effort, 1,000% effort every day, but you can't give the man at home 2,000% every day, you're literally no different than the woman out here on the street corner selling her body. You and her are one and the same. There's no difference between you and her. If you ain't giving 2,000, if you giving anything less to the man in your home and you giving anything more to the man that signs your check, and who's using you for 10, 20, 30 years and will discard you when he's done with you, but the man that's at home is going to protect you and provide for you your whole life. If you want to be a kept woman, you're no different than the woman that sells her body on the street corner. Literally.
That's true.
I think this question is for you, Zone. I think this question is for you. Have you ever been married have you had a wife, not a girlfriend or BM?
I have been non-legally married, yes, for 10 years. Absolutely.
All right.
And when that marriage and the way that marriage ended was once the relationship ended, we no longer had sex. We no longer had sex. So from the last time that we had sex, that was the end of the marriage, which has been years.
Wow. All right. But here's the thing though too. This is what I don't get, but I've come to terms with. Certain females that call themselves women in life, they want to be married, they want all the benefits, but they're not willing to put in at the work, right? Not only do they fail at not only just relationships, they complain about everything. Like, you know, oh, well, what do you have to offer? Well, I cook, I clean, I come home from work, I do this, I do that. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to do that as a woman. You were fucking born a woman. Get to it. It's either A, the mother failed her, and the mother before that mother, which is the grandmother, failed the mother. That's why she's not teaching and instilling those proverbs of being a God-fearing woman. Instead, she's become overly masculine. So now she's afforded no protection. She's trying to match the same amount of energy as if a man would. And you know, two spaces of energy of the same cannot occupy the same space. It's not going to happen. So not only did you fail as a mother, you failed as a wife, you will never be married, and you will never enjoy the proverbs of having what it is to actually have a family. You may have a child, but now you're doing a disservice to your own child by not contributing to society as a woman. You failed. You completely failed. And then they wonder why nobody wants to deal with them, and they accept that their nature is beyond that shit. That's crazy. You gotta really vet these women and know what you're dealing with, and don't pick them. If you know that they're shit. They're low hanging fruit. Don't deal with them. Period. Straight up.
Yo, Mac. The Maximilian Grover in the chat. Absolutely. I'm insecure.
Yeah.
I'm insecure and I'm lame. But me being insecure and lame doesn't change the fact that a lot of these women don't even know how to be kept women. Doesn't change the fact that a lot of these women don't even know how to cook. Doesn't change the fact that a lot of these women don't even know how to wash their coochie right. Me being lame and insecure don't change none of that.
They wash their shit over the sink, bro. They don't even bathe. They don't even take baths. That's crazy. You gotta really communicate that. Really find out and vet them, because when you vet them and over time, you'll really start to see how they act and what kind of traits they've been picking up growing up over the years. Like, did they take a bath? You know, do they smell funky? Do you even use the right proper deodorant and feminine products and shit like that? If you ever notice, for the women that be smelling funky and they pH be off, you gotta ask them, yo, what kind of soap you use? What kind of deodorant you use? Do you use that clear shit or do you use the white shit? I need to know. And if you still smell them, smelling funky, they get in your car, you be like, what the fuck is that? I just passed the dumpster. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta be very, very careful. What's her attitude like? What does she eat? You know what I'm saying? Does she carry herself a certain way? Does she talk a certain way? Does she got a crazy amount of tats all over her body, like all kind of abominations and shit like that? You know, you gotta catch them out there early, and that's what it means to vet them. I'm sorry, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, nah, that's all facts. Me being insecure and lame, it doesn't change the fact that these women, specifically black women, well, really all women, you know, they don't got no eyebrows, so they gotta color their eyebrows on, or they gotta put on these weird little flopper things. Me being lame and insecure, it doesn't change the fact that women wear all these bonnets and all these weird colored weaves because they're ashamed to wear their regular hair, or they're too lazy to do their regular hair. You feel me? Me being insecure and lame doesn't change the fact that almost no women wear regular pants anymore because they can't fit them, because all they want to eat is bullshit and lay around and be fat, sloppy on the couch all day every day, or they get a cushy desk job and they don't give any effort into actually making themselves look like decent, natural, shapely women. Me being lame and insecure doesn't change the fact that Kevin Samuels told all these women that they're gonna get a dog and have to die alone. It doesn't change the fact that a lot of these women are insecure and lame like me. It doesn't change the fact that black women since 1970 has went to Planned Parenthood and all of these other clinics and deleted over 64 million black babies since 1970. Me being insecure doesn't change any of that. So what's your point? And the fact that you want to comment all that nonsense in the chat while a grown man is having a conversation also makes you look like you're lame and insecure as well. So I mean, if you want to hit the link and chop it up with us, you can, or you could just be insecure and lame in the chat while you listen to insecure and lame dudes chop it up. You know, the choice is yours.
Yeah, he said facts. They said facts. He said facts. He said facts like 2 minutes ago when the first.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. He should have said what he said the first fucking time. And once you say the shit, you said the shit. It's on, nigga. You can come on the StreamYard and say facts, and we can chop it up like that. But you said what you said the first time.
And that's what I mean by y'all get triggered when y'all hear truth, and then you go showing us and sharing your mental illness. Y'all gotta stop that shit, bro. Y'all gotta stop that, yo. Salute, Miss Tequila. How you doing? We just sitting here chopping it up. We talking about the good woman, and we talking about the bad women today. And we talking about how black women as a whole they're preventing the black community from really moving forward, yo. You know what I mean? Because the Eves don't call out the Liliths. The Eves don't call out the Liliths.
And I'm sorry, Mr. Goodbread. And I want to say this as well, man. I want to say this. I know it's going sound like I'm caping for black women and all this bullshit. But the reality of it is, man, when it comes to black women, and when it comes to black men speaking down on black women, the truth is a lot of y'all niggas don't even know how to pick right. You don't know how to pick right because, like what Mr. Goodbread said earlier, the woman that you should have, she ain't gonna be that 9. She ain't gonna be the 10. She might be that 6 or 7, and with a little work, you can make her look like that 9 or 10. So, you know, for me specifically, I've talked to Asian women, I've talked to Caucasian women, I've talked to Hispanic women, I've talked to black women, but and I don't necessarily actually have a preference because I believe all women belong to men. I don't think like, yeah, we might like what we like, but I believe that all women belong to men. God gave us diversity, but for me in particular, the reason I like black women is because they age well. You feel me? So
they don't crack, but they do expand.
The Caucasian,
oh shit,
the Caucasian, she really doesn't age that well. And I live in Arizona, and I've been in Arizona back and forth between the East Coast my whole entire life. So believe you me, I've seen my share of Caucasian women. I've had my share of Caucasian women. It just is what it is. And you know what I'm saying? Like, so when it comes to black men speaking down on black women, the fact of the matter is you niggas just don't know how to choose right. Y'all want to go with the women that's gonna suck you off all crazy and
bro, they want to pick the bitch that didn't want them before they got rich. They go pick the bitch that did not want you when you was broke, yo. Niggas is stupid, bro, but that's that hell of a mama programming, bro. It's the nigga mama programming, bro. He go chasing his mama, the slick get over chick, bro. When it's a bunch of Eves that like him, but because they not a 10, he gonna go chase the slick back mama chick. Like, oh man, Zone, you're cooking, man. Go ahead.
Look, the last lady before my chick now, the last chick that I was dealing with was 49. So, like, you know, and I ain't gonna even front. The chick that I was dealing with that was 49, I was actually dealing with her when she was in her when she was in her late 30s, and I'm not even gonna lie, she groomed me as a youngster, and she put me on a lot of you know, what to look for in women and what to watch out for. A lot of the game that I got, if you could call it that, it actually did not come from men. It actually a lot of it came from her. You know what I mean? And she's a real one out of San Diego, California. And you know, she gave me a lot of valuable information. You feel me? But you know, again, when I go to these panels and all that, and notice I'm holding men and women accountable. I don't have time for all this bullshit. Black women are horrible, and then black women come back and say,
So you know, this is a personal accountability channel. We are pro-truth. We ain't got time to boys versus girls.
And speaking of accountability, whoa, brother. Back up off the white woman.
all I said was they don't age well. I don't care what you say.
Oh, there we go. Busting it wide open.
And I ain't talking about that disgusting white woman. I'm talking about the 90210s and the Jubilees. But hey, man.
Shit crazy.
Man, that's horrible, man. That's horrible. I ain't gonna front. Man. That's disgusting.
Hey man, that's
hey man, I'm gonna hold you. The unsuccessful dudes from New York, they run down south and get with white girls like that, and then be like, nah, like, bro, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit went from bad to worse. Still low hanging fruit.
That's a whole lot of cold cuts and mayonnaise right there, Mike.
And sour milk that already expired and shit.
Hey, but hey, to touch on y'all's conversation, man. I mean, you know, man, I had a long, extensive conversation last night because I was out on the town, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Your boy got to keep his knife sharp and sharpen his blade on the concrete. But hey man, a lot of times, man, it ain't. Well, I mean, you know, the modern woman gets afflicted by parenting. You know what I'm saying? And it's that bad parenting that grooms a young man or a young woman. And if you've been experiencing and you just grow up watching toxic relationships, I mean, of course you ain't gonna know how to pick them. You know what I mean? And that's on the man's side and the woman's side. But when you identify that your parents, you know, most of them wasn't together. So if you identify all the toxicity in these relationships, it's your job to not repeat the cycle. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta, I mean, you know, you gotta consciously look for what's right and what's wrong. You know what I mean? So hopefully you're looking for what's right, so you'll know how to, you know, navigate your way through life and avoid toxic relationships and avoid toxic shit. Because if you've been let's say a young girl, if she was raised in a family where her father treated her with love, her mom treated her with love, and then she get out in the world and then dudes start respecting her or disrespecting her, she's gonna feel some kind of way, like, oh hell no, you know what I'm saying? I'm not used to this shit. Fuck that, you know what I'm saying? And not give this nigga a chance. But a female that's grown up in a toxic relationship, you know what I'm saying? She's gonna she's going to look for attention and any kind of attention, and she's going to accept anything from a dude because she's going to feel like this is how shit is. You just go through shit. You know what I'm saying? And you ride with it, just like my mama did. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of young girls watch their mother go through all kind of shit because a lot of single mothers take their children through the shit that they go through. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't really know, you know what I'm saying, you're not gonna you're not gonna know until you come across people that function well in life. You know what I'm saying? But hey man, I mean, from men and women, if your childhood was fucked up, at some point you're gonna have to cut that shit off and start living right. You know what I'm saying? Once you know right, you can start living right and put that shit behind you, man, because you don't want to make your problems somebody else's problems. And as a man, as a young man, you should have, you should be seeking information, and you should be seeking knowledge that you could have more solutions than a female has problems. You know what I'm saying? And if it don't balance out, then you can't fuck with her. You can't even afford to fuck with her because it's gonna hinder your progress from doing what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Because just like an addict got to be willing to change, and an addict got to be willing to acknowledge that they are an addict and they want to change, and they fight got to be just as strong as yours. So as far as these relationships, trying to force these relationships and shit like that, I mean, a forced relationship never works.
That's a fact. Yo, but I gotta address one comment because it's a common comment. You know what I mean? And this is what got us chasing our own tail in our community. When comments like this is delusional and not realistic. And let me explain. Don't let that trigger you. Don't let the delivery trigger you. Let me explain. I can explain. Both parents need to step up. No, it never worked when that's not how the law of movement, that's not how movement and motion work. In order for the dads to step up, we need the moms to step down. So we need a step down in order for something to step up. That what creates the balance. So when we say we need the parents to step up, no, that's the problem. We are not equal. Man and woman are separate, and they are different. They are uniquely different, bro. We are all separate items in God's kitchen, all right? Whether you want to be the paper plate or you want me to be the own paper plate. But pick one. But we not both the paper plates. One of us is the fine china, and one of us gonna be the paper plate. Because we are both useful. We are both useful, but we are not the same. You see, you could be the fine china, but we don't pull you out. But so often when we have company and we have guests, and I'll be the paper plate, but I get more burned than you. I get more burned than you because we use the paper plates more often because we don't want to do dishes, right? You doing what you got to do as a woman, I'm doing what I got to do. And I don't want to add on to your task, right? So we're going to use these paper plates, right? You see what I mean? Do that make sense? We need the women, the mothers, to step down so that the fathers, then we can put we can get on here and make titles like these men ain't doing nothing. These men ain't stepping up because the woman is stepped down, the kids is failing, and da-da-da-da. Until the mothers keep stepping up, the fathers is going to step out and they're going to walk off because don't no man want to be with a mother that's stepping up. When it takes two to make a baby.
What's your definition of stepping up?
My definition of stepping up is handling your task, stepping up to your God-given task. So
I'm gonna be real. Like, there's that fine selection of natural selection, and whatever is in your nature as a father, you playing your position, and then the mother, she's playing her position. Exactly. What we got now, what's real fucked up in society, is that you got a lot of the mothers playing both, trying to play the role of daddy and can't handle it, and at the same time trying to play the role of the mother, and she's stepping out of her balance as a role of a mother and stepping into the shoes of the father when that's not her place. You can't handle both spaces, and if you're not playing your role as a mother first, you can never play the role of father. That's a given. You can never. be in that position
but
as a woman.
hold on real quick, guys. But then you see, this is what I mean. Mr. Killer, you can't be double-sided. You can't be double-sided, and you can't be double-messaged. What is your message? Because you just told us in the chat that you're glad that your kids were raised in a married home, man. Like, you know what I mean? I know you're new here, but we pay attention over here. This is an emotional, intelligent channel where we teach how to be in control over your emotions, and we teach how not to let words trigger you. We teach how to watch actions, right? So it's nothing you could tell me. You know what I mean? When your actions is showing me that you're triggered right now and you're bothered, and that sounds delusional for a woman that's married and raised her kids with a married man. Now, I don't understand. I don't understand, man. Because I could tell you what you're gonna say next. Before you type anything, let's play this game. Because let's play this game. If you the truth, then I should not know. And if it's my opinion, right? If it's just my opinion and my views, I should not know what you about to say next, right? Exactly.
Not only that, are you married to a real man, or are you married to another woman? Because you know the society is real fucked up.
Though. We already broke it down. Now we into this battle, and this is what we were talking about today, right? Black sisters are they're preventing us from working with them because they have a know-it-all attitude, and they have this position with them like men is beneath them, and we can't listen to men. We shouldn't listen to men while you claiming to be a married woman. So we know you don't put him first, and he probably don't put God. He probably don't know God, because y'all all out of order. You're all out of order, man. Go ahead, fellas. You can't make this shit up, bro.
But back to the question though, man. I mean, to clarify the definition of what, because stepping up, that's a general statement that, what does that mean?
So I can kind of answer that a little bit. So what I want to do is I want to relate it to two things you said, Bell. First of all, stepping up, and then relating it back to earlier when you said about people not being able to choose right because of toxic or dysfunctional relationships.
Guys, I'm sorry. I don't mean to keep cutting you off, but this is perfect right now. Let me finish this, because this is perfect what we talking about. Got you out of your body, huh? What did I tell you about the narcissistic Lilith woman, right? Didn't I tell you where they put themselves into victimhood, right? They put themselves into victimhood because now she wants to be a victim, yo. She wants to play like if she did something to me, that now she got me. Ma'am. You need to go see about yourself, man. That is not good. That's not cool. But this is why black men tend to get away from black women and go to the other races of women, because it's always this tug of war when you're wrong, ma'am. Ma'am, where did you get your information from, ma'am?
Yep. On top of that too,
and then they got the nerve to call me delusional.
Yo, it's crazy fucked up, because she telling on herself right there. Mr. Killer, we gave perfect prime examples of what the negativity is breaking up the different families. You are that problem, ma'am. Mr. Killer, yo, you fucking up. You need to really find some discernment about yourself, and I yield, yo.
Yeah, and then you got you got the dumb hoe party starting in the chat because you got the women who sat around feeling mad, biting their lip because I was calling out their behavior, because they are every bit of the Lilith. They are every bit of the Lilith that we talked about today, and now they seen somebody with a little heart, so now they'll create the little dumb hoe party and try to attack me when you're attacking yourself, man.
Yep. Not only that, I'm gonna say another thing too. Ladies that are watching in the chat that has some good sense about themselves, you see why a lot of y'all say y'all can't find a good man? It's these females right there that are trying to act like good women that are fucking it up for y'all. Y'all need to start calling them out, like Mr. Goodbread said, and other members of the channel, because it's because of that. It's the main reason why good men like us won't even give y'all a second look. And whatever y'all got coming, y'all will meet y'all demise thinking that shit is cool. That shit is not cool. That shit right there be chasing away good men out y'all lives by Miss Tequila's her acts of aggression right there. That right there, no man wants to deal with that type of shit. You don't have no discernment, we won't fuck with you, and God will forever punish you. I'm telling you that right now.
Hey,
Sorry about that, brothers. Go ahead.
Let me ask y'all a question, man, because all three of y'all are intelligent brothers, right? Have you ever gave medicine to a dead man? Huh?
Have you? Nah, bro.
Nah, absolutely not.
So why you addressing the chat? Why you addressing the chat and throwing off our conversation?
Because the chat conversation.
I know, man, but listen though. Remember what I said earlier about a motherfucker identifying they issues. If you can't, hey man, you can't help somebody that don't want to be helped. So you throwing off your show addressing somebody that don't want to be helped. You see what I'm saying? But they still, but they still, hold on, bro. But they still hanging around. But the people that want to hear your information, they ain't getting it because somebody in the chat threw them off. We got a young lady. She's a professional troll. Her name is Sugar Bum, right? And she keeps content creators on their toes, right? You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you know, you got a valuable message, Brad. And me as your big brother, I'm not gonna let a motherfucker throw you off.
Neither will I.
I got you. Oh, I got you. And you're right, Five. But in this instance, she catered to the actual title. I know we gonna get back to the conversation we had because that conversation was a spinoff. But what she just showed is exactly what real men see in modern women. We see just masculinity. We see rude and disrespectful. We see know-it-all energy and don't know nothing. Where did she get her information from? Because it's wrong. And we see all that. And she proved it. So that was perfect. But now we can get back to the get back. That's all. I just wanted to show the people that was watching the show exactly what I mean. Because we the truth with proof. One thing you can say, everything that I say out my mouth, I can show you. I can show you, like, I ain't gonna tell you nothing that you ain't gonna see when you go outside. Now, if you wanna wear the delusional glasses, that's you. But I'm not gonna say something that you didn't see or you're not gonna see. Let's get back to the show.
Okay, I mean, Zone was giving me his definition of stepping up, but I mean, it was addressed towards you, Brad, because you had used it, or you had said something to where, you know what I'm saying, it's not a woman's job to step up. But I let me just tell you my definition. I think we all need to step up because the standard of a woman is at an all-time low right now. And you know, and one mic said a woman shouldn't step out of her realm of motherhood or whatever, but I think women need to step into the realm of motherhood. So a step up is very much needed, especially with hey man, with everything black. A step up is needed because everything that's down and dirty is looked up to in the black community. So as far as women choosing men, they need to step their game up and the standard need to be higher, because there shouldn't be no reason why a nuttin' ass nigga could just be getting more pussy out here than a nigga with a job. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there got to be some more qualifications for a man to get a woman, and these women need to start playing hard to get, and they need to start playing worth to get. You know what I'm saying? So I feel there need to be a step up, bro.
I could agree with that, yo. Like I said, it's not about wrong or right. It's about understanding. And if you, in that instance, then if the woman want to step up in her role, that's what she need to do, and the man step up in his role. Because if the woman step up in her role, that will allow the man to then step up in his role. Any way you put it, all I'm saying is we're not equal. So when we say these things, Let's not think that your task is the same as his task. No, stepping up for you is different for stepping up for her. You know what I mean? It is no equal, because on a team, we don't need 2 quarterbacks. Ain't no team that got 2 quarterbacks. You need a quarterback and you need a skill position to play football. You need a pitcher and then you need a hitter to play baseball. You need a point guard and you need a center to play basketball. No team got the same player where we got the same skills. That don't make a team. But and I knew for something like, guys, I want y'all to learn how to pick up what people I don't even gotta see a person. I can just tell by how they type. So I knew what energy she was coming with. That's why I came with the energy I came with, because I knew the energy she was coming with just by what she typed. And that's why I used those words of stepping up and, you know what I mean? But you gotta see it. You gotta see it, bro. You gotta see it. They not gonna tell you what you're signing up for, but they do leave clues. They leave little clues around to tell you that they stupid, bro. And you shouldn't be going, you shouldn't go that route.
Hey, remember how I told you, man, like young men are more receptive to information than older women that have been through it and that have had bad experiences or whatever. That's what you getting, bro. When you trying to detox somebody, the toxins are coming out, and it ain't a pleasant thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When you get that reaction. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You getting that reaction, man. Like you put peroxide on a wound. You see how it fizz up?
Yo, it's like that needle. It's that prick. That needle, you know that shot. It's gonna make you good, but that needle and the thought of it just be flying roach. Niggas start taking off in the chat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's why. I mean, I think we had this conversation, man. We need to focus on talking to young men, because the young men are who is being attracted. You know what I'm saying? The young women are attracted to the young men. So if the young man don't have a tool to navigate his young woman, he's gonna accept anything, just like he was accepting his mother. And you know what I'm saying? A lot of these kids, what they don't want to call out is bad mothering. That's like an untouchable. You know what I'm saying? That's like something that's untouchable, and you can't even mention it. That when you know your mom is doing wrong, and when you know your mom has done wrong, all you can focus on is the little minute shit that she did, and that's you know what I'm saying? And some of that shit is just. A lot of that shit is just some standard bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That you know, motherfuckers shouldn't even have no praise. Like as far as Mother's Day, a Mother's Day should be every day. A Father's Day should be every day. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because what you doing? What you keeping score all year? Even if it's good or if it's bad, we still gonna celebrate this motherfucking day, right? You know what I'm saying? So, hey man, your job is to be a good mother every motherfucking day. Your job is to be a good father every day. You know, but
you know, I got time today, man. TCRA. What's up with you? What's up with you, yo? Y'all trolls don't understand. Like, you see, I got good people around me and they tell me how to have sense, but I don't got no sense at the end of the day, bro. I want y'all to understand that, bro. I don't be having no sense at the end of the day. So I script with you, bitch. Yo, you at the bottom, we need you to speak for yourself. Plus, I seen the other stuff you've been typing. You black women are the reason why y'all single mothers, because y'all keep busting it open, wide open for the bums. All right? You think everybody's stupid, but everybody not dumb, sis. Everybody not dumb, sis. We know what you do.
You know what's the crazy shit? You know what's the crazy shit? They type shit where they lack at, and they just fucking tell on themselves every time. All you gotta do is just sit back and watch. And then, not only that, when you can sit back and watch, you can sit back and watch how they do things. When they turn around and they do things, or they say certain shit, they're telling you how weak they are.
Yo,
and it's crazy.
You could tell this is what happened, right? Young ladies that's watching, read the comment that's on the screen. This is what happened when you think you're slick. When you one of them slick black chicks, this is what's gonna happen to you. And you're gonna be mad. You're gonna be regretful in the end. When you think you getting one up on a dude, when you think you hijacking a man's semen, right? Because you let that man beat raw. You let that man nut up in you with no consequences because you knew you enjoyed that sex. So you made yourself irresponsible and you made yourself a single mom. Now you sit around these old, dumb black women like this one right here, and she'll sell you on her story because she don't want to admit that. She don't want to admit that she was out there busting it wide open for multiple dudes for attention. Because she raised by one of them hell of a mamas that ain't giving no love. Because her mama had to go out there and put food on the table and clothes on her back. So she left her to be raised by one of them hoes on them TVs. Back in the days, right? This a little Kim hoe. She programmed by Little Kim and her hoe and shit. So she came around the time when sucking dick was good. Like, cause all before Little Kim, these girls wasn't sucking no dick, right? But after Little Kim, these girls was sucking dick and having babies young. And she from that crop. So do not listen to nothing she say. She done made herself a victim of her own doing. We all get choices, decisions, and then there is consequences. And you're gonna see a lot of women like this one right up here with these sorry ass sad stories because they like raw D. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't like raw D, but you shouldn't like raw D. What I'm saying is you got to protect yourself. If you're gonna like raw D, at least take some type of birth control, all right? See, these women, they knew that, but they just refused to believe it because they knew that they'd get a man on child support and he'll have them stunt. And these are the women that are stunt on the eaves. These are the Liliths. They will stunt on the eaves with all that giving money to them. They ain't work for none of that money, but they got the biggest mouths and they got the biggest flex in the Look At Me show. Understand, these women right here are our enemy, bro. These are the women you must call out. These women right here.
Yo, all right. So I just want to put a pause before we move forward, because I still wanted to answer the question about stepping up and stepping down.
Got it. Let's get back to that, man.
So, when Goodbread said what he said about stepping up and stepping down, the way I interpreted what he was saying was, and this is gonna answer like going into both of the things that the Bell was saying about bringing up the stepping up and that part, and then also being in toxic relationships and people doing what they see. So when it came to let's say my mom's marriage and my stepdad's marriage together, one of the things that I noticed throughout the duration of the relationship was the only day that my mom's really stepped down to my stepdad, and my stepdad is not no bitch ass nigga. Like he's a street nigga. So the wedding, the day of the wedding was the only day that I ever really seen her step down in her place as a wife. After that, like, and maybe the week after that, it was all peaches and cream. Everything was all holy and heavenly in the household. R&B music playing every night. After that, the next decade after that, complete hell. Yeah, there was good times in that, but there was a lot more bad times than good times. And what I interpret as stepping up is, for instance, when my mom's got to running off at the mouth, I think my stepdad did a little bit too much talking. And as men, we do have to learn how to verbally address the situation, because we need to learn how to communicate effectively. But when a woman is talking and doing all that sassing and going back and forth, we don't match that energy because we're not women. That's what they do. We do what we do, which is we listen and we let our intent be shown through our actions. And you know, when a chick is getting on your nerves, you don't just go off and play Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't do things that's gonna add more of a negative vibe in the household, because it's children involved, and children are seeing that. So in the step up part, although my step pops did step up as far as being a provider and being the head of the household financially, the stepping up part also involves how you carry yourself in the house as a man overall, not just financially. You know what I mean? You cannot match energy with a woman. You got to match your own energy as a man. And when you do that, the woman will fall in line. If she's a righteous, virtuous woman, she will fall in line with the order of it. Now, when it comes to the stepping down part, my mom's never stepped down. The whole time they was married, she always kept 2 and 3 jobs. She was never at the house. My moms didn't raise me. It was my grandparents and my stepdad that raised me. Any entrepreneurial jobs, when it came to plowing fields, chopping wood, anything that he was doing, me and my brother always went with him. We never really stayed with our mom. So when it comes to stepping up and stepping down, that's how I interpret it. Is the woman has to step down in her rightful place as the nurturer, as the mother, as the one that's going to provide that gentle touch in the household. The man is going to have to step up and assume, his rightful place as a man and learn how to carry himself as a man. Because not all males are men. So when Goodbread talks about stepping up and stepping down, that's how I interpret it, because you can't have a man and a woman stepping up. Otherwise, it's going to be constant competition. And there's nothing wrong with a woman being below a man, because that's the natural. That's the natural order of things. Secondly, when it comes to toxic relationship, marriages or whatever, it's very common of us to say, well, my dad hit my mom, and my mom cussed my dad out, and she cheated on my dad, and my dad cheated on my mom, and I saw my dad drinking every night, and I saw my mom talking all kind of gossip with her church family and her friends, right? We're gonna see that. We're gonna see those things when we grow up. But this part that I want to say right here is really important, because it oftentimes gets left out of the conversation, right? The negative things that we see in these marriages and relationships. When it came to my mom, right? I saw the negative things that my mom did in her marriage. And I said to myself at a young age, I will never be with a woman that every other word out of her mouth is a curse word. I will never be with a woman that beats her kids when they come in the house with the C. I will never be with a woman that if a belt is not available, she finding every type of goddamn extension cord and broomstick to beat you over the head and back with. I will never find a woman that I will never be with a woman that strips her kids butt ass naked and leaves welt marks all over them. So the same way that we see these things, right, and we unintentionally act out these things as we go along in life and we get older. I made a conscious, and this goes back to what I was saying earlier about people not picking right. Everything that I saw my mom do, everything that I heard her say that I did not like as a child, I made note. No woman that I choose is going or that I allow in my life, she's not gonna, if she possesses any of those qualities, she's not going to be in my life, because I'm not going to allow you to insert that type of chaos in my life. Now, when it comes to the man, right, ladies, you have to say, okay, well, my dad, this, that, and the third. Okay, well, what did you not like about your dad, right? And you take what you did not like about your dad, and you look for men. You look for men who don't do that. So basically what I'm saying is you look for the opposite. We don't all, we have to get out of this mindset of, well, oh, this is what I saw. Because when I was 10 years old, I made the conscious effort of, I don't like that. I shouldn't have to beat my kid, right? I shouldn't have to curse at my wife, or my wife shouldn't have to do. Because on the other side, on my father's side, none of that was going on. I ain't never seen my dad disrespect my stepmother. I ain't never seen my uncles disrespect any of my aunts. I ain't never seen my grandfather disrespect his wife, my grandmother. I ain't never seen my grandmother disrespect my grandfather. I ain't never seen it. And I've been in every household for the extensive amount of time. Go ahead, good Brad.
All right, so a comment was made, and it says, a strong, healthy masculine is kind and safe, loving, providing, encouraging. That's a fact. If you are not a strong, healthy masculine, you will not get a strong, healthy feminine. That's cap. That's cap. Then that's the problem. That's the delusion they got y'all under. If you are a man, right, and you are strong and masculine, and you know who you are, you know your true identity, you are not looking for nothing strong and feminine. There's nothing strong and healthy about feminine energy, yo. Feminine energy is designed to be soft, absorbing. We need something that absorbs our struggle. That's where masculinity accumulates the struggle and the noise, and femininity silences the noise. Femininity kills the noise. So you will always have opposite ends of the spectrum attracted. I think that's what you meant, though. I think that's what you might have meant, but you worded it all wrong, and you got the word it the right way, because I seen that you triggered this dummy who clearly mental illness, right? Because she don't like what we saying. She have a problem with everything that's been said over here, but she has been over here for 35 going on 40 whole minutes, y'all. Peep the mental illness disguised as a bad attitude or disguised as it's man fault. This the mental illness and the delusion these women are under. But again, it's because they don't know nothing. They don't know nothing. Attract who you are makes no sense. It makes a lot of sense, dummy. Because if you don't work on yourself, like you, because you run around here worrying about what the man and how the man ain't this and the man ain't that, so you never take a look at you, right? So because you never look at you and never see that the problem is you, guess what you're gonna attract? You're gonna attract the same man. Now you can't even attract the same dummy. You can't even attract the same fuck nigga that left you feeling sick. You can't even attract him now because nobody want to deal with you at all. You just hate man because you never stopped fucking and realized it's you that keep attracting, giving the coochie to bums. Now you think all men are bums. That's on you, sis.
Hey, bro, I got my hand up, Brett. When you done, you just can't see it, but I'm gonna wait till you're done.
Opposites attract, you dummy. So how does a woman attract a scammer? Because she's a scammer. She a scammer. That's how a woman attracts a scammer, because she got all of scamming energy inside her. You operate the vibes you operate. What you entertain is what you attract, ma'am. When you don't try to become the best version of yourself, all that is left is a bum. Remember, it's in our basic instructions. The wicked man is portions to the wicked woman. All you gonna get is what you give out. Simple. And I land the plane there. But you's a dummy, yo. And now I know why you in the chat trolling. Now I know you's an absolute weirdo. A dummy. You's a dummy.
Yo, and I'm gonna say one more thing. I'm gonna let Bell jump in. Because I when we get on these panels, a lot of other panels, when they respond to somebody, it's not necessarily to agree, and it's always to go against what's being said. So with everything that I just said, I do want to say that I do agree all in all with what DeVell said about both parties need to step up, because if both parties ain't going up, it's a recipe for disaster.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I stand corrected there. You right. I get what you're saying, and that's what I meant. That's what I meant. Now, I mean, I'm cooking here. Don't be nitpicky. Don't be nitpicky. And don't be triggered. We know that the real woman is strong, too. We know the real woman is strong because it take a lot of strength for Miss Goodbread to deal with Mr. Goodbread. It take a lot of strength. That's strength. But not the strength y'all be thinking. Not strong and independent strength. It's not.
Hey, one mic.
Hey, what up, bro?
Oh, go ahead, bro. Go ahead and cook, man. You've been patient like a motherfucker, man.
Man, I'ma just say this, man. Them types of people that's in the chat right now, yo, just do me a favor, pack it up. Just dig a deep hole, go to a cemetery, pray first, dig a deep hole, and just throw yourself in that shit, because you already dead. That's all I'm gonna say. We don't need y'all in this society. Just do us a favor, like, you know, just pray, and you know, you'll eventually meet your demise. We don't need y'all in this society, and y'all be happy to go. Just don't take anybody with you. Be a contributing member of society, and just go in peace and meet your end with Lilith. That's it.
See, I had a feeling something was boiling in your pot, man.
Just go in peace. I just been quiet.
Yeah, I feel you, man. But hey, what I said earlier, I mean, you know, hey man, Zone just took half of the shit I was gonna say after he got done talking, because you know, now you see what I'm talking about as far as the influence, because everything I said, he explained it in his life experience with seeing his parents, right? Now, see, if he never identified what was wrong and right in those relationships, he would find himself being confused what's a good relationship and what's a bad relationship, right? And a lot of times when you experience bad parenting and you acknowledge it, it makes you not want to be a bad parent to your children. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, we got examples of this, like with LeBron and Deion Sanders and shit like that. You know what I mean? I mean, it's certain things, right? But then now we talk about, I mean, a lot of us are grown men and women, and we talk about the influence of social media. Now you got to understand and have some kind of power within yourself not to be influenced by certain shit. You gotta know what influences you. You know what I'm saying? Is it what you see? Is it peer pressure? I mean, is it that you don't have knowledge and then you see somebody saying something and you just agree with it? But hey man, for everybody that just goes ahead and just agrees with anything they hear, you got to have the ability to ask why. And don't think that you know what I'm saying, that you might be less than, or that somebody might think you're stupid because you're asking why. You know what I'm saying? But like, get a clarification and ask somebody to explain what the fuck they saying, so you'll know exactly what you agreeing to. You know what I mean?
Could I just say something?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, my bad. All right, I'm gonna cook up right now. All right, so you know, during some of these channels and certain things like that, they actually compared those type of individuals, the negative ones anyway, to like a beehive mindset. You know, the collective beehive mindset. They don't think for themselves, so they carry very little intelligence. They're like drones. And then once they're presented with something that really angers them, you can't do nothing with them. And what ends up happening to them in the end, they just end up getting angry. It's like smacking a beehive. You smack a beehive, all the bees just get offended when you make common sense, and then they just come out trying to attack them. You can spray them down with any kind of fluid, and they'll just keep getting angry and just keep coming. Nothing you could do for them. But once you pretty much nailed it, the head in the coffin, the whole hive mindset dies out. So that's how you gotta treat them, like a beehive mind. Just bring the yellow jack, spray them down with that knowledge, and watch them fall. That's it.
Man, we gonna go and get ready to wrap this show on up, guys. Tell me what y'all think about this, though. And we're gonna end the show on this. What's your thoughts on this? You know what I mean? I guess this is the father for it, too.
Aria Aldridge.
I want to be pregnant.
I find it funny that they found it so funny, bro. They found it so funny. When I first saw the video, I thought she said, I want to be president. You know what I mean? Then I watched it back and I just watched the swag and the way she sashayed, mini version of a fucking mother, yo. We're gonna watch that again and we're gonna start with you, Zone.
Aria Aldridge.
I want to be pregnant.
Jeez, man.
I thought she said president.
Huh?
Nah,
It sounded like she said president.
It sounded like she said president or pregnant. Don't worry, before we get to you, I'll play it back.
Okay.
I know the Bell got different ears. Bell got future ears.
I think, I mean, the way that she walked up to that mic and dropped that paper, like her whole little swag or whatever. Nah, that looked like the hell of a mother swag right there. Like for sure.
From what she said, from what she meant to say, that swag was.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, and she definitely has either heard somebody talking about the benefits of that they get from having kids, or she's definitely in a, all I know is that she's in a dysfunctional environment. She's in a hell of a mother environment, because that is definitely not normal for a child to be that advanced. I mean, from the walk to the look at the podium, the confidence, how short she was. Like, she ain't nobody in her household talking about being in politics, talking about being the president, talking about doing nothing like that. They talking about being on Section 8 till 2099 and passing it on to their grandbabies. That's what they talking about.
I heard that too.
Oh my God. Oh my God, y'all. All y'all heard that?
$90.
Hold on, I'm gonna play it back for you now. With Zone, finish Zone. Let me play it back for 5.
Okay, go ahead.
Hold
go
on,
ahead,
man. Maybe I didn't want to hear it, man. God damn. I was hoping she said president. I was hoping. God damn. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yo, but she wasn't the first one either. Remember the girl a while back that told the teacher she wanted to be the baby.
Yep.
Remember? So it wouldn't be the first. It's not.
God damn.
Yeah.
Aria Aldridge.
I want to be pregnant.
Damn, that did sound like that, bro.
You know it was that because why did they pull the camera down? Why not? If she said president, you want to catch that whole thing on camera. If she would have
Yeah,
said
would have said
president,
president. She said pregnant. Like, I ain't had no shit. That was definitely pregnant. Hell of a mother, yo. Hell of a mother environment.
Yeah.
No father.
Yeah,
I could tell you that shit. You won't catch her. The father would have been like, wait a minute, what the fuck? Where'd you get that shit from? He would have ran up on stage like, nah.
Absolutely.
Man, I thought it was just bad speech.
Pronunciation.
Oh, yeah, man. Ain't that a bitch?
Man. Yeah, with the you closing out the show, good Brad?
Yeah, man, we going to go wrap this up, man. 5, man. You got anything you want to add? Close the show, man.
Wait, hold on, because we got, we gonna let 5 close it out. But I just aside from that nonsense that we just saw, I think that I just want to reiterate everything and just close out by saying that I think that once men understand that you are in control over what you allow in your life, right? And because of my previous experiences in life, what I noticed about men that go through things, even though sometimes unfortunate things happen to good men that sometimes are out of their control. When I listen to a lot of men in these spaces and online, we allow chaos into our lives because we allow our sense of duty to get compromised. We don't owe anybody outside of us anything. I had 2 women approach me at the gas station yesterday. The first chicks was like 2 old ass lady. One old ass lady pull up talking about she lost her job and whoop-de-whoop. And I'm like, I don't got nothing for you. You're not under my covering. I don't owe you nothing. I don't know you from a hole in the wall. And in fact, if you would have done what you were supposed to do in this life and submitted to a man, you wouldn't be standing at this gas pump asking me for money. The second situation was when I was walking to grab some food and these chicks were outside doing one of these Habitat to Humanity fundraisers, and I'm walking by and I got my earbud in and the chick was like, hey dude, can you help us out? We're almost done. We just need one more. And I just walked by and I said, I'm sorry, I don't have time for that. See, if you were submitting to the right man, right? Because those fundraisers don't do shit for humanity anyway. The best thing you could do for humanity is to raise your own kids and to take care of your own family. Stop trying to provide for everybody else that's not yours. You don't owe anybody anything. But we need to stop allowing this chaos into our lives and understand that a woman that wants to be kept is going to be a kept woman. So that's all I really got, good Brad, and appreciate the show. Salute to the panel, salute to everybody in the chat.
No doubt, salute to you. Salute to the chat, yo. The chat get it, bro. The chat get it. Definitely a great conversation today. Those of y'all that's still here, we definitely get it. And you found the channel that's in the right direction, bro. These are the conversations that our community need to be having, man. All right, 5. One mic, 5. Y'all got anything y'all want to add? We getting out of here.
Go ahead, bro. You first.
Yeah, man. As far as the like that influence, man. I mean, you gotta we gotta be influenced by the right shit, man. And the thing about men talking to men and talking to women, as far as men expressing the experiences of men, you're gonna get more agreement with men because we share a lot of the same experiences. So you can't expect a woman to just acknowledge and catch on to everything that you experience, because that's not her experience. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's so important to speak to young men about life, you know what I'm saying, and about women and about relationships and family and shit like that, because all in all, these single mothers became single mothers by somebody having sex with them. And I guarantee you about 80% of the men that had sex with these women and got them pregnant regret it. So when we talk about responsibility, we need to teach these young men about being responsible, you know, for their lives, right? Because a lot of young men are fucking their lives up for 18 to 20 years, or maybe the rest of their lives, when they you know, get a female pregnant and they're not prepared for what's going to happen afterwards. You know what I'm saying? So we can talk about single mothers all day long and how they are and what they do and how they do it or whatever, but they couldn't become single mothers unless we allowed it. So we need to start you know, preaching using condoms and shit, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we ain't saying don't have sex, but, you know, young men need to protect themselves, man, because I mean, you know, that one mistake, man, could fuck your whole life up. You know what I'm saying? And until women realize they're part of the responsibility in this, then, you know what I'm saying, we as men can't sit back and wait for it. You know what I mean? We can only control what we can control. And that's us. You know what I'm saying? Once we give somebody the power, we can't really dictate what they do with this power, because the laws are not on our side. So as far as stepping up and you know what I'm saying, and that might mean, you know, that men might need to take that welcome mat away from their door. You know what I'm saying? And not just be welcoming any woman into your life. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't prepared to take her through a evaluation process and see if this is the right woman for you, you might not can afford to have sex with her. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you know, but hey man, young men, you need to protect yourself at all times, man, like you're going into a gunfight, man, because, you know, when you get shot, man, it could be your life, man. You know, and it's obviously, you know, these women don't have the care and concern for the shit that you're going through, because men on all these platforms are expressing all the heartache and turmoil and shit that they going through in life and shit, man. And the only people that's really giving a fuck is us. So, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we need to stop putting the power in other people's hands, man, and control the power that you have, and make the right decisions and the right choices with your life. I'm done, bro.
No doubt. Yo, DeBell, man, I love your message, bro. When you gonna get your channel popping, bro? When you gonna get your channel popping? I gotta put you on the spot, bro, because we need that content, bro, because that's great, yo. And I love the fact that you really, you know what I mean, want the men to be aware of you know what I mean, the condoms wearing and all of that. You know what I mean? Because you know that my message over here is about these bitches, bro. They better stop playing, bro, with these loaded guns, bro. But you are right. Can't knock that. That's undeniable, bro. Men, you hold the seed. You know what I mean? You hold the seed. And these women, like Five said, you can't expect these women to be smart. They dumb, bro. And y'all know that. Y'all know they dumb. But y'all be chasing that ass, bro. Y'all cannot chase that ass. That's where the do is, man.
Got a big old booty, and everybody says she's a fine booty. The booty is where the doo-doo is, boy. Put there by God, that's the garbage can. So how you get so messed up with this white boy? You think the bigger the booty, the finer it is. That's like going to Kmart. You see a big old garbage can, that's the filth. And now we can convince her she won't switching that big old booty and all of that. It ain't nothing but doo-doo in there.
A word, Five. We definitely need that content over there.
And see,
popping.
And see, the reason why I said that, man, because men don't realize their value, man. You know what I'm saying? Because in society, and you know what I'm saying, it preaches that penis is bad, vagina is good. You know, vagina can be monetized. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the penis is demeaning, right? But the thing is, man, the reason why a lot of young black men do reckless shit because they don't value themselves.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
And they're
What?
raised by women that teach them how to value women. They whole fucking childhood.
That's why I
consists
said
of
about vagina.
damn, that shit nasty work for a man out here, but it's hard out here for a man. But you also touched on the fact that women don't go through this. Women don't go through this. So they don't understand. This is why women be like, who hurt you? Because they don't have society constantly throwing dumb shit at them. They have society constantly giving them shit. And that goes again, this is why you shouldn't let a woman tell you that she equal to you, because y'all not equal, bro. Y'all is not the same, bro. Society don't even hold y'all accountable the same. But one Mike, you got anything you want to add? We can get on out of here.
Yeah. First off, I just want to say shout out to the panel, shout out to the chat, shout out to the whole goddamn show, shout out to everybody. A lot of men do need to hold their value. A lot of women need to learn more about discernment as far as that, and the men. A lot of women don't understand that a lot of shit's being handed to them, but at what price? You got to remember, anything that's handed to you for free comes with a price. You may not see it now, but you will see it later. Any deals that you made that are so freely handed out, everything has a price, you know, and as soon as you go ahead and you take that, that becomes a contract binding to the soul, and you will pay for it. If you made any contracts with these devils, these corporate devils out here that are so-called claiming for you to be your friend and giving a hand in to your own demise, and you go ahead and you accept that, just remember that when everything is over, said and done, you know, it'll be time to pay the piper when they come to collect. So you got to remember, anything that you're doing, even if it's against your own fellow man, brother, sister, family members, anything, and you sold out, remember, it has a price. When you get to that age and you got to pay up, hey, that's the deal that you made with the devil. So be prepared to take that shit, and you might as well write out a checkbook and sign that in your own blood, because that's what you exactly did. You're going to pay for that shit. May not be now, but it sure as hell will be later. For the chicks that be saying, well, who hurt you and everything like that, they're already dead. Like I said before, they might as well just bury a grave 6 feet deep and just jump in that shit head first, because that's where they headed. They're already black zombies, you know, always walk and talk, claiming that they living, and they don't really, that they just played into the hands of the system. Black zombies, look it up. There's a song with Nas called Black Zombies. You can hear all about it, I'm gonna say one thing as a man, and I see a lot of people that don't have any knowledge to learn the lessons that they're supposed to learn. You're gonna learn it and take heed to that shit and say, man, I learned a lesson behind this. I'm not gonna do that shit no more. And most of all, stay away from them same people that can't bring you the same positive energy that you would have as far as helping upbring you, giving you knowledge on positive things like the Good Bread channel. You know, then don't stay around them. They're a sellout. They will sell you out first chance that they get. You know what I'm saying? And to the brother, the bell in the chat, and the other brother, man, y'all was speaking some real straight facts, man. That helped me also learn as far as that, dealing with narcissistic people. People really need to know what a narcissistic person is, man. They could pretend to be your fucking friend, and they ain't your friend. That's why you got to really vet on who you having a relationship with, you know. And with a narcissist, you cannot deal with them. These people have no soul. They are demons and other people's clothing, because we're dealing with spiritual warfare, and spiritual warfare goes off more than any other bomb and has caused more deaths more than any other bomb dropped. Okay, we talking about angelic arrows, swords, shields, all that shit. Mental warfare that goes into the spirit, and that's more stronger than any material or anything ever made. That's deep. Runs within the soul. Just take heed to that and make sure, you know, you stay prayed up, because these demons, they are out here and they will take you if you let them. Do not let that happen. Get this knowledge from the Mr. Goodbread channel, from the other fellas that are over here in the panel in the chat, and stay prayed up. That's all I'm going to say. Yield. I love y'all. Stay up.
No doubt, y'all. Mental slavery is the worst form of slavery. It gives you the illusion of freedom, makes you trust, love, and defend your oppressor. Sometimes that oppressor is you. It's in your mind. It's in your head. While making an enemy out of those who are trying to free you. That's me. Y'all done turned me into the ops. I'm the ops because I want to free your mind. You go on and be a dummy, you know what I mean, if you want to. But guys, y'all already know, like I say every time, every show, bro, every show, wrap up, strap up, drink responsibly, do not play with your life, guys, and stop avoiding the self and personal accountability. That's where the win is, guys. That's where the education is. That's where the knowledge is. That's where it's at, y'all. Salute to the chat. Salute to the good bread. Salute to my sisters with sense. I'll see y'all later.
Peace.
You are not niggers. You are not goons. You may smoke, reef, and drink wine and do crazy, wicked things. But you are not a wicked person by nature. You have lent yourself to wickedness, but you are a divine creature that must now come into the knowledge and power of your own divinity. And no preacher can resurrect you into your divinity. It takes God himself to bring you into your own divine nature. So we're not dealing with prophets. We have walked out of prophet teaching. This is the time and the presence of God. So I don't talk about God will come. God is already here. And he's working in me to resurrect you to your divine nature.